I'm recording 3.
And welcome back to another episode of Divinity Lost, the campaign Trapped Within. Of course, as usual, I'm your GM, Matihi, and tonight joined with me, Rogue playing Daniel, Aki playing Emil, Tat playing Kane, and Ghost playing Terry. If you haven't seen any of the past episodes, of course, might be a little bit confusing if you try to jump in now, so I'd of course suggest watching the previous ones. And as always, viewer discretion is advised. And last episode, Daniel and Terry experienced extremely vivid dreams in the night. Terry still feels pain in his groin and his shoulders. Daniel still feels the breath of the woman in black on the side of his ear, lightly sucking on the lobe. The two wake up in the morning on their respective soft places, light streaming through the windows. And Kane, for the first time in a long time, has had no issue with sleeping. He rests beside Fumi, the smell of her hair lulling him to sleep. His dreams were vague, but he remembers happiness within them. He wakes up with Fumi still asleep, resting in the crook of his arm. She breathes softly, her hair slightly covering her face. It moves with every breath she lets out. Her hand rests on his chest, following the shirt in her hand. And rewinding the clock, Emil sits at the bedside with Vivian. She sits on the bed with her knees pressed to her chest. She nervously pushes her hair back every 20 seconds or so. Her eyes are set in huge dark bags underneath them. Her hair starts to look greasy as she continues to push it back. She looks over at Emil, giving him a very weak smile before reaching out a hand and placing it on his thigh. What do you do, Emil? How do you feel as you see Vivian here?
Emil has been very conflicted in all of this. The guilt of the fact that he wasn't there when he should have been overwhelming him for the most part. But nonetheless, that is pushed to the side a bit by the need now, the feeling that he needs to properly protect her because he didn't before. As he kind of raises his head up. The guilt on his face, not very well hidden as usual. Hey, I'm not going to ask how you're feeling, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Even I really am sorry about everything. I should have been there at the door.
Vivian lets out a sigh. Her usual very bright, confident demeanor is very shrunken at this point. And she looks away and takes a hand off your thigh, again wrapping it around her legs, taking your left hand and pushing it back through her hair. I I don't know why it happened. I mean, it's basically broad daylight. I I don't understand.
And Emil kind of thinks about that now, something he hadn't really considered in the chaos of it all. Hey, I guess you have a point. I mean, it was a bit weird. It's kind of midday, you know? I guess you don't think about that sort of thing happening in the light, right?
And she shakes her head and looks over to you. Why didn't you answer your phone? You always answer your phone, Emil.
Yeah, I know. I'm usually really, really good about that, but I'm not gonna bullshit, Vivian. I found out some really crazy shit. That, I mean, I wouldn't even expect you to believe if I told you about it, right? Like,
What do you mean?
he kind of looks down at his hand a bit and kind of looks up at her. The sunglasses are kind of to a stand nearby, his eyes kind of locked with hers. Vivian, I trust you. Like, more than I trust, like, a lot of people. So, please don't tell anybody about this stuff, okay?
Um, all right. You know you can trust me, Emil. So we're apart. You're still a big part of my life, so... And I mean, you're, like, my best friend, so whatever you need to tell me, I won't say anything.
A pained smile comes onto his face as he thinks about that. Yeah. Yeah, you're real important to me, too. You know that. And, well, this stuff, I mean, it's not just for my sake that I'm saying, don't tell anybody. Because it seems like it might get you hurt if you know about it. Okay?
Oh, okay. And as you open your mouth to speak, there's a slight knock at the door, and Nurse Walters comes in. She comes in with 2 glasses of water. She smiles over the both. I hope I'm not interrupting anything. I thought that Vivian and you might need these.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, thank you. And we'll take the glass and stare down into it, and yeah, I'll have some in a moment. And he kind of sits down to the nightstand or whatever it would be considered, a little table next to him.
You sit down your water, and Nurse Walters brings one over to Vivian. Vivian takes it and nods, and she brings the glass up to her lips.
Oh, yeah, Vivian, he says just before she takes a sip.
She stops and she puts it down, looking over at you. I'd like you to quickly...
Emil is very much doing that on purpose, of course.
Oh, yeah. Why don't you make me an... Ooh. I'd like you to make me read a person.
Yeah, I can do that. Oh my, you can very much do that.
You can ask one of those questions.
Yeah. Oh, this is a tricky
or
one.
Or just to try to get a read on her, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's mostly trying to get a read on this lady. Yeah, pretty much trying to get a read on her.
Mm-hmm.
Because he already has some ideas about, of course, the fact that the doctor who's been giving them medicine, he's watched 1,001 movies about all kinds of weird dystopian futures and all kinds of other shit. He's like, immediately, oh yeah, the doctor who gives us medicine is at a water treatment facility. That's not suspicious at all. And all these people are having trouble seeing, like, real shit. So yeah, he's trying to gauge her reaction a little bit as he, kind of distracts Vivian from the water.
And Vivian puts down her water, and as you do that and you have your water on the stand, you quickly glance over at Nurse Walt. You see her frown at that, and that demeanor that she had before, that sweet nurse, it disappeared as there's like this deep, setted, frustrated look that appears on her face. It's just for a split second before she goes back to her normal smiling demeanor. Vivian looks over at you, Emma. What is it?
Well, are you sure, that your eyes and everything, your face is okay? I mean, you might want to ask the nurse to get you anything if you're still feeling any pain.
Oh, they gave me some pills earlier, and she presses and kind of like very lightly touches the side of her face that's bruised. She looks over at you and again keeps kind of poking at it a bit. I can't really feel much. Of course, the nurse comes over and please don't. It needs to heal. I wouldn't touch it like that.
Oh yeah. I guess that's a good idea, huh? Thank you again, ma'am.
Of course, if you need me, just use the little alarm bell there. I'll be here right away.
Oh, of course, yeah. Hey, thanks for the water and everything too.
Of course. She smiles at you. Very sickly sweet smile as she leaves the room, closing the door behind her. And Vivian still has the glass in her hand.
And Emil kind of, after the lady leaves and he can kind of hear her head out, he kind of raises a hand up to Vivian before she goes for a drink. And he's keeping his eyes over by, I assume the curtains are drawn and everything. And
you can easily draw the curtains. They were kind of drawn if you want to make them tighter.
Don't drink the water.
She frowns a little and looks at you. Why?
You remember that stuff I found out about? I was about to tell you?
Yeah.
You know the doctor, right? That I was seeing. The medicine he was having us take.
Of course. What about it, Emil?
He kind of nods towards the water. Well, I think they want us to take it. We found some stuff in his office. And there was some paperwork. I don't know. Kane has it. I need to take a look, but I mean the doctor, I found out some shit about him. Vivian. He's like trying to protect the town and stuff, but I think he might be putting that stuff in the water supply. My memory's been like all messed up and stuff. It's like not good. And when I stopped taking the medicine, I started like noticing stuff. Like normal stuff, but like not anything super crazy. There was some kind of absurd stuff too, but Vivian, I think it's messing with our heads, like making us forget things that he doesn't want us to know about.
She gives you a very hard look, fairly confused. I want you to make me an influence others check.
Alrighty.
Oh no.
7.
And Vivian looks to you and...
Is there any kind of bonus from relations or anything like that?
I would say it's at least like a +1 or +2, but still doesn't get you over the threshold, unfortunately.
Yeah.
She looks at you and frowns. Emil, I trust you and all, but what you're saying is crazy. I don't mean to call you crazy. I'm not calling you crazy. Just what you're saying.
Yeah, I know. And he sits down and looks at her. I told you, it's not stuff you're gonna believe, Vivian, but I'm not joking about this. You saw what I did to that guy, right?
I saw that you punched him.
You saw me punch him?
Yeah, you tore him off me and you punched him. He careened to the side of the wall and onto the ground.
No, Vivian. That's not what happened. I mean, I got him off of you, but I didn't punch the guy.
And she kind of holds her head and she pinches her brow a little bit. Emil, would you mind maybe getting me something from the vending machines outside? It's been hours. I feel I'm really hungry.
Yeah, I get you. Vivian, please trust me on this. There's some stuff going on that I don't even fully understand yet. But it's dangerous, okay?
Sure, Emil. Sure.
Yeah. Emil lets out a heavy, low sigh as he picks up his sunglasses, puts them on again, and heads down towards the vending machine.
And as you head down towards the vending machine, you see, as you press the buttons, putting in the money, finding something she likes, maybe a Mars bar or something. So that's usually what you feel a tap on your shoulder. Oh, she's so small. As
So small.
you see Officer Rogers, the one who'd spoken to you earlier, she stands behind you. Emil Hendry, right?
Oh, hey, officer. Uh,
Hi.
you're back again, I see.
Yes, we went over your statement, and if you don't mind, I would like to ask you a few more questions.
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna need you to come downtown with me.
Oh, yeah, alright. Okay.
I,
Are you good if I go say bye to Vivian and stuff?
I'll come with you, but yes.
Yeah, thank you. I'm all kind of head that way.
You head back into her room, and you look on the nightstand, and you see that her cup of water is halfway down.
Yeah, there's that internal acknowledgement and faint disappointment, but he kind of heads over to her, smile on his face nonetheless, and hands her the Mars bar. Here you go.
Oh, thank you, Emma. You remembered.
Yeah, of course. How do you forget?
She smiles as she unwraps it, and Officer Rogers stands outside of the room.
Alright, you've got my number, okay? I have to go answer some more questions for the cops.
Oh, yeah, of course. I'll be here.
Yeah. Um, Vivian, like I said, if anything happens, if you need me, you call me, okay? Text me or anything. I'll answer this time, no matter what.
All right, I will.
Alright. Feel better, okay?
I'll try.
And we'll kind of linger for a moment before heading back out to the officer.
And you head back out towards Officer Rogers, and she leads you out of the
Rogers was the one that mentioned the church, right? Or was that the
the
nurse? I think it was Rogers, right?
in what regard again?
And like him going to the church that Sunday or whatever.
Yes, I think that was her.
Yeah, cool.
So yeah, she is. If you follow her, she will lead you outside and towards her cruiser.
Yeah, and Emil follows along. And so, you guys find anything else out, or just more questions?
Oh, we actually have found a few people who fit your description. If you'd like to maybe point out the man who did it.
Yeah, of course. There's no problem.
Good, good. Do you mind just sitting in the back? And she opens the back door of the cruiser.
Emil smiles and gets in. Yeah, it's no problem. I get you.
You hop into the back of the cruiser. She gets into the driver's seat, starting up and the two of you take off from the hospital. And as she's driving, she's making idle So, did you consider coming to the church tomorrow?
Yeah. I think I might do that.
Good.
I'm gonna
I
talk to
don't
a few
think of...
buddies of mine, but it
Oh,
seems refreshing.
yes. There's quite a few of us who go. There's going to be a fundraiser actually for an upcoming bake sale that we're going.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
it's
cool.
I hear that Miss Whiting is going to be making lemon squares as she usually does. Miss Allens is going to make brownies, and she continues on, kind of rattling off things. And it's very basic conversation, but she keeps it up the whole way. As she's driving, I'd like you to make me an observe a situation roll.
Yeah, for sure. Ooh.
Oh.
Let me see. Oh god. I think it has to be what currently poses the biggest threat in regards to, like, is it safe to go with her? I mean, he's worried about it, but um he's trying to figure if she's, like, obviously feigning something or if he needs to get out of here, basically.
As you're driving and she's chattering, you kind of idly, look out the window. You see other cars and such that are driving near. It's usual traffic. And she continues talking. You're noticing the hospital isn't that far away from the precinct. You're noticing it's taking a while. As you look out the window again, you're seeing the same
Mhm.
cars that you saw before, as if they're following the same path as you.
Hmm. Like, as in, like, he hasn't actually gone anywhere, or like...
Oh no, you've gone somewhere. It just, you're in a different part of the city, but the same cars that you'd seen before on the road, just idly, like, just driving, are the same cars. They still remain with you.
Yeah.
Like, there's no new cars that are around you.
Interesting. And he definitely doesn't seem like they should have gotten to the precinct by now, right?
They definitely should have gotten to the precinct by now.
Yeah, and after a while, he kind of looks to the officer. So, where are we going?
Oh, we're going to the precinct, of course.
You don't have to fool around, right? We both know that I know stuff I shouldn't.
And she looks up towards the back mirror, and you can see her very wide smile as she looks. Just smile, Emil. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's always fine.
Yeah, I know. I know. How's the doctor doing, by the way?
Oh, Dr. Silas, he's doing lovely. Very lovely. And you're noticing that you're kind of going up an incline at the moment. The car is still staying with you.
Yep. Does he have any idea where it seems like we are?
Um, hmm. I guess, let's see. I guess it would be, maybe do another, I guess do an investigate. That might be the
Okay.
easiest.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out everything going on. Ooh, 12.
12.
Not trash. Yay.
Ooh, we may ask one question at a cost.
Nice. Let's see. Hmm. I guess, what is his gut feeling about what he's investigating? About, where they are
Your
and where they're
gut,
going.
your gut feeling, and you've only probably been up here once before ever, kind of in the back of your memory. You think you're going towards the church right now.
Which is the one next to the water
Treatment
yeah.
facility, yes.
Yeah. Emil sighs. I kind of expected this thing, right? Are we going to be talking to the doctor, or are you taking me just to the church?
Oh no, we'll be talking to the doctor. Unfortunately, we'll have to hold you overnight.
Yeah, I figured. So you going to talk openly, or what? I mean, like...
We will talk when the time comes, Emil.
Hmm.
There's much to discuss, and, well, we'd rather all of you be there for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
And
Are you,
go ahead.
are you different, like the doctor, or what?
I don't know what you mean by different. I'm just a person who lives here in Dunwich, enjoying my life as it is. Don't you enjoy yourself here, Emil?
Oh yeah, I enjoy myself plenty. I'm just curious. More so than I probably should be.
Well, all will be revealed soon. You have nothing to worry about.
Yeah. Well, I just hope so. I don't want to get into another mess.
And eventually drive up and actually park behind the church. There's a small building behind there. It looks a bit dilapidated. And the cars that have been following you pull up as well. You do find, if you try to open the doors in the back, that they are indeed locked.
Yeah, it's not gonna
You,
bother.
you see a few people come out of their cars, come out towards the police cruiser. There's about, seems to be about 7 of them in total and come out. They kind of surround the cruiser, and she looks back to you. Now, Emil, are you going to come with us willingly, or will we have to convince you? You see the smile still growing on her face.
You know, you seem like a nice lady apart from, the really creepy lying stuff, right? You do better without it, to be honest. Just be a bit more straightforward. But yeah, I'll go along. I don't want to fight nobody.
She nods and she lets herself out of the cruiser. And one of them opens the door and they grab your arm, each of them wearing kind of this plastered smile on their face. And they bring you round back to the dilapidated house, bringing you inside. And as this happens, your camera will fade to black for now. So you're here, surrounded by people. But it is now the next waking up. Actually, we will go to... I must find it. Ed's place. Finding it is the hard part. There it is. So, Kane, you wake up in the morning. You find that Fumi is still asleep on your chest. Seems to be still sleeping away. What do you do this morning?
Kane yawns, reaches over to look at his phone, trying not to disturb Fumi, just looking pretty much to see if he has any messages or anything from his dad, particularly.
Did either Terry or Daniel send anything to Kane?
Daniel would have, if he had had time, he would have just sent, "Are you okay?"
You would have definitely had time. So you see that message there from your father saying, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, he responds kind of with one hand. Yeah, slept well. I'm at Ed's. What's the plan?
I'd say at this point, this is when both Daniel and Terry have awakened. Daniel, as you're laying on the couch, chair, you feel your phone vibrate in your pocket as the light streams in from the window. You see now there's a message from Kane.
Has he, has he been up for a while, or is he just getting up? Has he, gone into the other room and checked on his daughter yet, or anything like that, or?
It's been maybe, you think, you've just woken up. You got woken up by the vibration.
Okay.
You still remember those very vivid dreams. The woman in black.
Alright, so Daniel kind of shakes his head and almost nodding off again, and grabs his phone. Also instantly looks to see if his gun is still on the table next to him. And then checks the phone. When he does, he looks over to Terry and fetches his glasses off the table. Hey, Terry. What's the plan? What do you want to do?
Well, and Terry's in the kitchen. We'll say it's kind of an open-ish kitchen. And he's making breakfast. He's been moving as if he's in a bit of pain in the morning, smoking a cigarette while he's making bacon and eggs, and looks over at Mr. Whiting. I mean, same plan as before, probably. I planned on trying to figure out what the hell's going on with this doc, but I don't know. Supposed to reach out to Emil, see what he's been up to, see if he's coming along or not.
Yeah, we need to find Emil, but I think I might just have my son watch my daughter while and then as he's talking, he looks over at the gun and picks it up, feels its weight for a minute, and thinks on his words before sliding it back into the spot behind his belt. Yeah, we're gonna have to go see the doctor, and we should definitely find Emil, see if he's coming along. I don't know if I want my son though, and my daughter coming, of course. So I might just have Kane, watch over.
Terry shrugs and he grabs his phone from the counter and sends Emil a text message and, "Hey, going to Doc's, are you coming?" And then he throws the phone back on the counter, kind of tosses it. Yeah, I mean, Kane didn't really sound like he wanted to go, so it's fair enough.
Yeah. Daniel stands up and starts to walk towards the door where the bedroom is to check on the daughter, and he says, yeah, things could get a little out of hand, and opens up the door to see how his daughter's doing.
As you open up the door to the bedroom, you find there's a bit of a breeze that comes through the window. So you see it's open. Terry, you surprisingly didn't hear any barking this morning. Didn't have Brutus coming up to help you, quote unquote, help you cook. Mostly just picking up things on the floor. And Daniel, as you look inside the room, you see messy bed sheets, an open window, and a bit of blood. You see there seems to be something face down on the pillow. Seems to be kind of a square, almost like a photograph.
Daniel's heart just drops, and he shouts out, "Faith! Faith!" And he runs over to the bed and starts to move the blankets and look around frantically for her more than anything.
You shift through the blankets trying to find your daughter, but you've come up with nothing. The only thing that's there is the square bit of the photograph. It looks to have writing that's on the back.
He screams out her name a few more times, and definitely loud enough so Terry can hear it. And, before he checks the photograph at all, he's checks any under the bed. He's freaking out though, not thinking straight. And if the window's open, he heads over to the window to look out. Faith! And eventually he turns towards the photograph and makes his way over to it and snags it up.
As you looked out the window, you found caught kind of on the edge of the window itself. As it is open, you find curled around, looks like a blonde hair. And there are what looks to be a few drops of blood leading outside, you think. And as you look to the photo, you look at the writing on the back. You see, it says, "Come and find me, my love." You flip it over onto the other side, and it's a picture of Faith at one of those school photos where you're forced to smile behind a shitty blue backdrop. She's wearing her best. You can see where her eyes were. Looks like someone had taken a black pen and very frantically and aggressively crossed out her eyes. You can actually see, if you turn it back over, the indentation of the X's on the other side that's so hard, scratched.
Daniel, shaking while he looks at the photograph, he makes his way over to the window and picks the strand of hair up, blonde hair, and just enraged, looking out the window, gritting his teeth. As he does that, he takes the phone and types the words to Kane to come to Terry's place.
Terry rushes towards him. "What the fuck's going on?" And he looks in the room and looks around. "Brutus? Oh shit. Mr. Whiting, where..." And he just kind of looks and... Oh no.
He turns around slowly towards Terry and holds up the photograph and says, "She fucking took her."
And as you say that, the camera pans back over to Kane with Fumi. You receive a message from your dad saying to come to Terry's.
Yeah, he responds just with the single letter K, and then sends it. He kind of pushes the phone off onto the table and lays there for a minute. Hey, Foom.
Fumi, see her raise her head a little bit and push her hair back as she looks. Mm. Kane, what time is it?
Oh, I don't know. What time was it?
It looks to be about maybe 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it's getting close to 9.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. And she sits up a bit embarrassed.
What?
I'm pushing her. Nothing. Oh, should we wake up, Ed, see if he wants to, I don't know, go to Denny's or something?
Why? Did he have to work today? I mean,
I wasn't honestly paying that much attention.
yeah, hey, I don't either. He just, yeah, I don't pay much attention, you know. What's wrong? You acting, is there something wrong?
No, it's fine, it's fine.
What's fine?
And Fumi seems to be kind of stuttering with herself as you can see kind of the heat grow on her cheeks as she kind of looks up. She quickly gets up from the couch and smooths out the outfit that she was wearing. It's nothing.
Okay. Can I, like, read a person or something?
Sure. Oh.
I think I have,
So-
Is our bonuses tied in? They are, right?
Oh yeah,
just a
it's already
shit
tied
roll.
in. Yeah. So, I guess what are your intentions?
Just to see what she's acting so strangely about.
And kind of looking at her very hard, and she looks over at you a couple times, and eventually just kind of frowns and puts her hands on her hips. Why are you staring?
Sorry. I just, you know, I don't know. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. So do you want to go for breakfast?
You know, I do want to, but, I got a text from my dad. Should, check on my sister and all that stuff, you know?
Oh, okay. I'll, yeah. I'll see if Ed wants to do something if he's not working, or,
I mean, I could. You want to just stop someplace quick?
yeah, I can maybe drive us by McDonald's or something.
Oh, no, fuck that. That's gross. Let's not do that. Let's, yeah, Denny's is fine. Someplace like that.
Okay, sounds good. She smiles as she smooths her hair and heads out of Ed's garage. And back outside, two of you hopping into her car, and she drives away from Ed's place, heading to the nearest Denny's for the two of you to pick up quick breakfast. And as that happens, Daniel, you feel the vibration in your pocket fairly quickly after you send the message to Kane. It's only the letter K that has been sent back.
Daniel looks at it and he ponders what to do for a moment, and the dog is gone too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he looks towards Terry. Just his fears mostly are turning into rage, and he says, "We gotta find her. We gotta find her now."
Terry's rubbing his head. I mean, we know We know who would take her, right?
Yeah, it's my fucking bitch. Wife.
I thought you said she got hit by a car.
She did. She's some kind of fucking hellspawn demon.
Why the fuck would they take my dog, man? How bad did she get hit by? Could she climb up there and get through the window? I mean, how bad did she get hit by the fucking car?
He looks over at the bed and looks at the blood and stuff and dabs his finger in it and he says, she was in the hospital just before I came here. I'm gonna fucking kill her.
Well, is Kane on his way, or what are we doing? Are we leaving now?
And he looks back at the phone when Terry mentions that, and he types in, hurry, your sister's missing. And sends it.
And Kane, you're in the middle of kind of picking up breakfast with Fumi while you're in the car. And she's on the way. The two of you are basically a couple blocks when you receive that message from your father.
He looks at it for a moment, kind of wide-eyed, and just starts muttering to himself, what the fuck? Look at this! And he shows it to Fumi. My sister's missing.
Missing? What? How?
Well, I told you that my mom was poisoning her. Fuck. It's gotta be that doctor. It's gotta be something. Alright.
Let's just go right there now.
Wait, I want you to let's drive by Walmart. I have an idea.
Okay. And the two of you drive by the Walmart, and she parks actually in the handicap place, and she looks. Hurry. Do you want me to come in?
Yeah, just come in. We shouldn't get separated. I mean, with everything else that's going on.
Okay. And she will follow you inside. Where are you going?
I'm going to the sports and the sporting goods part of Walmart. He walks over and he's going to buy himself a shotgun from Walmart.
Oh yeah, because you can do that.
Yep.
Amazing. All right. So I don't have a Walmart.
I love this country.
So as you're going to the checkout, I guess mass would be pretty soon, actually. Probably the next hour or so. So as you're kind of heading to the cash register, let's see. There's a gentleman that you see, and it's kind of standing there. He looks you up and down, kind of with your shotgun in hand that you're buying. I'm guessing you're buying
Yeah, and ammo.
shells, yeah, and all that. And he looks you up and down, gives you very wide. So, where are you going? You doing some hunting there?
Yeah, pheasant hunting. Here, here's my ID. What do I need to sign? Kind of in a time crunch.
Yeah, of course. And he hands you some paperwork and whatnot that you sign. I'd like you to make me read a person as you're doing all.
Oops. Not my day.
How old is Kane?
Oh,
Oh,
19.
Yeah, he's 19. He can buy it.
yeah. So you get the paper, you get everything, and you get your shotgun, grab your ammo, and everything seems clear. And he just nods to you. Well, you have a good day there, sir.
Yep, you two. Come on, Fum. And he takes her by the hand and kind of drags her out of there as quickly as possible.
Drag Fumi back out, and she looks.
Where are we going with this? It's the doctor, right?
Yeah, I assume so. We go to Terry's and, mount up, regulator style, like Young Guns 1.
Okay. I don't have a gun, but I mean...
I mean, you're gonna... Once we go, I want you to go, and I want you to get out of town.
What?
Yeah, you need to go up to San Francisco, get everything, just kind of chill up there, get ready for the concert next week or whatever. I mean, I don't want you to get hurt, and just everybody around me is getting hurt, and if they know that they can get to you, then they're gonna get to me. So I think you're probably in trouble. I'm sorry.
She looks to you as she drives briefly, and she frowns.
I'm in enough trouble as it is. Kane, don't leave me behind.
What trouble?
You remember I told you about the shit that I see on not a daily basis really anymore, not here anyway. But sometimes,
Yeah?
yeah. Shit's real.
I believe you. I've seen some weird shit myself.
And I don't want to be alone.
See if you can get Ed. Fumi, listen. If my sister's missing, that means they stole her out of Terry's apartment. Like, my dad would have never... I mean, if he was there, you would have busted a cap in their ass.
She sighs eventually. It's not too far. You pull up outside of Terry's home apartment complex. She brakes in front of it and turns to you.
Are you sure you're gonna be okay?
No. Not really. I mean, until like 3 or 4 days ago, I didn't know anything about any of this. I don't know what's gonna happen.
I don't want you to promise me that you'll be safe. I know that's probably impossible at this point. I just try and call me. Call me when this is done, okay?
He nods and looks at her, and he's like, I'm sorry about yesterday. I was just, I don't know. Fumi, I love you. This might be the last time I ever get to see you, so I just figured I'd stop being a pussy and say it, I guess.
She smiles.
You're in luck.
And she leans forward and takes a hand, placing it under your chin and bringing you in for a very passionate kiss.
Yeah, at first he's particularly surprised by it, but it doesn't take him long to reciprocate. After a while, he's okay. I gotta go. I can't do this right now. Sorry.
I know. You better survive this because, implications.
Yeah. Okay. I need to. I should go. All right.
Yeah, you go. I'll watch you go. Yeah, I'll leave.
All right. Listen. When you get someplace safe, out of town. someplace rural. I don't know. You know what's safe and what's not. I don't know shit really, but just find someplace safe to hold up for a while, where nobody in this town can find you.
Okay, I'll go to San Francisco. I'll get a hotel or something. I'll give you the details when I get there. Okay.
Okay. I'll see you. And he finally pushes the door open awkwardly. The shells almost spill out into the road. He's fumbling with the box of them and then the shotgun, and finally gets out and turns around and gives a very awkward wave as he backs up.
And she gives a wave back, and she waits for you to go all the way inside before you see her drive away.
Yeah, keeps looking over his shoulder and whatnot, and as soon as he gets inside, he heads immediately to Terry's.
Yeah, you head up to Terry's place. You get inside. Actually, you knock on the door, and Daniel's pacing around. You guys can go ahead.
Yeah. When he gets to the door, he probably hears Daniel yelling, "I'm gonna fuck that bitch! I'm gonna break her fucking neck! Where the hell is Emil? Terry, you got any weapons?"
And Terry, smoking probably his third cigarette in 45 minutes, is going through. He opens up his closet and pulls a baseball bat out. If this'll do, give it to my fucking dog, man. Why? What the fuck are these people up to?
Yeah, Kane begins smacking the door with the butt of the shotgun. "Open up, Dad! Terry, it's me, Kane. Let me in."
Yeah, Terry will see that Daniel's pacing back before they'll get the door and open it and look Kane. "Hey, Kane, careful. Your dad's pissed."
"Yeah, me too. I bought a shotty. Look at it." And he just kind of waves the shotgun.
"Fuck, man, get in here with that." And he kind of pulls Kane in, looks around, and closes the door.
Daniel shows up at the door as he was looking out the window from the two-story drop down there, and doesn't really even say hi to Kane or anything. He's like, "Fucking bitch. Oh, good. You got a shotgun."
"Yeah, what are you talking about? Where's Faith? I mean, I know she's not here, but do you know who took her? What happened?"
"How in the fuck did she get up here and take Faith out of the
Who's
window?"
she, dude?
"Your mother. That fucking bitch."
What? I thought she was... I figured she'd be in the hospital. She, paralyzed or some shit.
She was in there last night. I saw her before I came here. She was in the hospital. And how did she get up here and take the dog and Faith?
She took the dog too, man?
She took my fucking dog, man.
Fuck. Regulators, we need to mount up.
And Daniel goes to the window and looks down. The dog isn't down there, is it? Or
You look at the window and you look down and you don't see the dog at all.
is there any way to maybe investigate the scene a little bit more, find any more clues at all, or?
Why might be an investigate check. Oh. So you're just trying to find just general clues. What's going on?
Yeah. Any kind of sign of how she got up here, or?
You kind of look down and you think you see kind of scuff marks, maybe made by some sort of metal. You think you figure maybe a ladder might have been used. I mean, I think Terry's only like on the 3rd floor or something like that. It's not that high. But
Yeah.
you're impressed that she got both a dog and a child down.
Yeah. And after being wounded and everything, he's like, mind is racing. That it seems almost impossible, you know? So he's like, maybe she had help. And he whispers that too as he like brushes his hands through his hair. And we need to find Emil.
Yeah, Kane's sitting there on his phone texting away. He just looks. Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'll text him. And then he proceeds to text Emil as well, like, where you at or something to that effect.
Texted him a fucking half hour ago. He hasn't said anything.
Oh shit.
You get a message back from Emma that says, "I'm on my way to the church. Meet you guys there?" Question mark.
What?
The church.
Why would we go into the church?
I mean, I talked to him about going there yesterday, but he said he wasn't going to do it. It's pretty quick fucking change of heart.
Call him.
And Terry pulls his phone off the counter, dials Emil, puts it on speaker.
And as you call Emil, you find yourself in that kind of dilapidated house behind the church. You find there's been occasionally people, no one's bound you or anything. They're just watching over you with very strange smiles upon their faces. And as they kind of guard you, you see this woman who you haven't seen before. Maybe you've seen her around town. She looks to be holding a very small dog in her arm. She pets it idly, and as she does so, you look to the dog. It looks as if it's been dead for about a week and a half. You can see it rotting and maggots falling out of it. And she pets it like it's alive, occasionally talking to it, bringing it up to her face and cuddling it. You can see maggots falling into her mouth, on her shoulders. She does so.
Yeah, Emil's definitely a bit grossed out by it, but doesn't say much.
And as there's another who stands watching as well, another gentleman. And the phone that you had, but they had taken from you, kept nearby. The man has it in hand, and he looked to have been texting on it a few moments earlier. You hear your ringtone go off, and he looks at you, comes over, and just says, "Hey, let's make sure there's, no funny business or anything like that, Emil. Just let him know you're on your way to the church. Meet him here. That sort of thing. I'll be one big happy family, as we're meant to be."
Oh yeah, for sure. You know they probably aren't gonna buy it, right?
Oh, that's all right. We have other ways to get them here. It's fine.
And Emil answers the phone. Hey guys, who is it? Is it? He kind of looks at the number, takes it away from his face, and it was Terry, right?
I think so.
Who is Burb? But yeah, Emil answers the phone. Terry. Hey,
Hey, you're going to the church now? What's going on, man? I thought you didn't want to go.
yeah. Well, he didn't. I mean, I told you this shit was gonna be a problem, man. But I don't want to leave you guys hanging.
Alright, well, we're about to be on our way, so, but I just wanted to give you a heads up on some shit that happened overnight.
Yeah?
Yeah,
You see my daughter there?
Mr. White, I'm gonna talk to them about it. Listen, someone took Mr. Whiting's daughter and my fucking dog during the night. Mr. Whiting thinks it might be his wife, or I don't know, it could be the doc. We don't know, but I just wanted to give you
wait. Oh yeah, his wife goes to this church, doesn't she?
And Terry looks at Mr. Whiting.
Yeah, he nods.
Yeah, apparently she does.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised then.
But we're coming over with a bit of heat. So you seem like the kind of guy who has anything like that. But if you do, you might want to bring it, just so we make a better impression. You know.
No, I don't need anything, man. I'm good. You know me.
All right. Well, be safe. I guess we'll see you when we're there. Where do you want to? Do we meet out front or what?
I don't know. I mean, I'll probably see you when you get here.
Does anything seem off about this conversation?
Why don't you make me a real person?
Not at all.
Actually,
I'll see you when you get
with
here.
like a +2.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. That
You get
alone.
a +2.
Yeah. Let me.
Helping.
I need to. I guess I'll go from the sheet.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'll put you out here. I don't do the sheet because then it doesn't have
I'll
my
see you when you get here.
Emil's just like fucking whatever through this whole thing. He is so done
There you
with
go,
it.
Terry.
So you said it was read a person?
Yeah, with a +2.
Oh my god, I have an extra little bit of info you're gonna notice if you do. Oh, you also notice he's definitely not high right now, which is incredibly bizarre.
I guess that counts as one of my questions.
I mean, I feel like that's a freebie at 19.
Yeah.
Man,
I feel like you probably know Emil well enough to know when he's high or not, which is basically constantly, and you've never heard him like that before.
So questions. Oh man, of those. When we get there, Emil, are you okay, man? You sound off.
No, I mean, I'm fine, but you know how it is.
Are you fucking sure? Because you don't sound like usual, man. Something seems off. You said here, like you're already at the church. I thought you said you're on your way.
Yeah, for sure.
Are you not able to say something right now?
No, I'm good, man. I'm doing fine.
Well,
But yeah, like I said though, I really don't need to bring anything. I got myself, so I'll be okay.
right. Are you with someone right now?
Oh yeah.
How many someones?
Oh, I don't know. I was hanging out yesterday with Viv at the hospital after everything that happened, and hanging out with the cops and such, going over all that. It's a whole big mess. You know how it is. Hell, I don't even know.
I'm gonna say like more than 5, maybe 10.
Yeah, like pretty big. I imagine, I mean, I wish I were over 6, but it's just about.
I see. Well,
At least, right around,
Yeah. Anyone we know? Anyone else?
Oh, I don't know. Tons, man. I get around, I know a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna hurry over, so be safe.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, man, I think I'll be fine with all of it. Just you guys be careful with it,
All right.
Good luck with Whiting's daughter. I really I mean, I don't know what's going on with that, but it sounds pretty bad.
Yeah, no, we're gonna figure it all out, and we'll see in a little bit. And yeah, later, Emil. And Terry hangs up and looks at the others, and I think they got him.
And panning back to Emil very quickly, Elliot pulls back the phone and smiles down. Well, it seems like your friends are bringing quite a bit. Don't worry. And he pats you on the shoulder. We have a few new additions besides all of you to the congregation.
Yeah, it sounded like it.
Oh, yes. I'm sure you'll recognize a few people in the audience. Would you like to come with me? Mass is starting soon.
Yeah, let's go, man. I want to get this all done with.
And both the woman with a dead dog and the gentleman, they take you out of the back area. As you walk towards the front door, you hear barking sounds to be coming from inside the house that you're in. Then you hear a yelp as it sounds like someone strikes a dog. They keep leading you outside, going into the courtyard, and oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say when he hears the dog, because Terry did mention that his dog and what's her name? Faith were taken, right?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Yeah. Does Emil tell if there's many people around? Aside from these ones, it seems like there's a good number, right?
You look outside, there's kind of like windows you can see, and there's many cars.
Yeah, Emil's gonna keep calm for now. And go along.
You go along, and the camera pans back to Terry's room after the phone conversation. Kane's furiously texting. What do you guys do?
Yeah, Kane's not paying attention to anybody. He finally finishes what he was doing, sticks his phone in his pocket, and immediately starts loading the shotgun.
Alright, let's go. I think they got Emil. They probably got everybody else there.
I say we go in and just start fucking shooting them.
No. There's a lot of people there.
Who cares? We gotta fucking kill them all, dude.
No, wait a minute.
No, man, it's not fucking everybody. There's a source to the problem. There's gotta be. All the shit we've seen, it can't just be the whole fucking town against us, okay? That's gonna fucking kill a bunch of people.
It's that doctor.
Nah, man. It's Tammy, dude. She's the one we gotta fucking kill. I don't know what the doctor has to do with all this, but Tammy, we gotta fucking kill her, Dad. Come on, man, you know it. She's got faith.
And Daniel kind of leans on the table for a minute, and like he's thinking, racing thoughts to his head, and he nods and he says, "Oh, she's gonna die. I'm gonna fucking break her neck."
Dude, look, I don't really want to go kill a bunch of people either, man. I was a pacifist, but look, dude, something is fucking going on, and if we gotta kill a bunch of people to get to faith, then I'm gonna kill a bunch of people to get to faith, man.
Do they know the church pretty well?
You would definitely know the church fairly well. You've been there a few times.
So he says, we shouldn't drive all the way up there. Perhaps park about a mile down the road, sneak up, maybe try to do this covertly.
I mean, yeah, we can try, but I mean, we're gonna have to get out of there too.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to walk. I mean, I don't know what state anyone's gonna be when we get there, man. I don't want to have to. If Emil's fucked up, imagine carrying Emil for a mile back to a fucking car.
Maybe you should wait in the car, son.
Dad, no, listen. I know I've been a pussy for 19 years, man, but this is something I gotta do. I mean, for Faith, and, Tammy, she's made my life shit. And somebody wants me for something, and I gotta figure out why. What am I gonna do? Just run for the rest of my life? I can't do that.
At the same time, I don't want to just deliver you to them.
I don't think it's them, man. Like, it doesn't make any sense, because the doctor seems like he was protecting me from whoever was trying to get me. Remember? They cleared out the bodies and that shit?
And with that, Daniel starts thinking, you can tell, like, something has hit a chord with him, and he's looking back and forth, and he says, I remember something. That dream. Last night, I had this fucked up dream. And he looks over to Terry and he says, some woman, she was wanting me to kill the doctor. She promised me. She promised me things like fame, fortune, if I could kill that doctor.
Yeah, I don't know, I don't know if the doctor's like, I mean, obviously he's a cunt, but, I mean, is he really the problem? I don't know. I know that Tammy's got to go for sure, but...
I've had dreams and been visited by spirits and all sorts of other shit, Kane, that all of them referencing him, all of them referencing this weird fucking tower or keep or something that there's like winged creatures flying around. He's tied into it somehow. This church is fucking tied into it somehow.
The question is, can we get them to talk? I mean, I ran my mom fucking over going 20 miles an hour and she's fucking bebopping around. She's fucking alive.
There's a bunch of them.
I mean, is she a fucking zombie or what?
I don't know, man, but we're not figuring shit out just sitting around
you're
here.
right.
We have to
You're
just
right.
go.
But what are we gonna do when we get there? That's the question.
We got guns. I mean, well, you guys got guns. I mean, the fucking cops might even be in on it because what Emil was saying over the phone. I don't know, man. It's a fucking mess.
All right. Well, let's just... I don't know. I don't think we can intimidate him to talk, though. So how are we going to get him to talk?
Maybe they have shit around. I don't know. Maybe they... We'll just have to look around when we get there. If we can deal with all that bullshit first. Look, they got Emil. They got your daughter, your sister. I mean... I got my fucking dog. We gotta go. We gotta get this shit done. The longer we wait, the worse shit that could happen to them. These people are fucking nuts.
Yeah, it's true. And fucking Tammy's got Faith, Dad. I mean, absolutely 100% sure. I don't want to set you off, but man, she's been sending me texts. Faith's locked up in a basement somewhere. She does not look like she's doing so good.
What?
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah, man.
Alright, let's go.
I'll drive. And he opens up his door and he's taking his camera as well. But he is going to go ahead and load up.
Daniel, makes his way to the car and checking all the bullets and making sure everything's loaded. And...
Yeah. Kane will make sure that his dad checks the shotgun and make sure it's loaded correctly and everything.
He's like, please keep that tip of that thing pointed out the back or something.
He's like, yeah. He's like, this is the first time I've ever loved Walmart, man.
You got that thing at Walmart?
Yep. Fucking Walmart.
Jesus. And the camera's got you walking in and out with a shotgun then. I guess it really doesn't matter. It seems like the whole damn town is on this.
Yeah.
And as you all get into the car, the camera pans to Emil. Emil, you are being led inside the church itself. Let me just grab you real quick. All right. You're led into the church. You find that there's quite a few people sitting around. As you enter through the front doors, you see Dr. Silas standing at the front of the church. You see there are a number of people in the pews. They each turn around to look at you with a very large smile on each of their faces.
Is it just these ones here, or are there a lot more?
There are a few. Actually, no. It's really just these people that you see.
Cool.
You see them all kind of look back at you. Silas ushers you forward. Come here. Emil.
Doctor, it's been a while, I guess.
Indeed, it has been a while. A few days, even. I see that you are not taking your medication. That is very obvious.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's pretty clear.
Unfortunate. He
Is it
gestures.
though?
Yes, and he gestures around to everyone else who's got smiles plastered to their face. You're the only one here who is upset, Emma. Everyone else here is pleased, happy, safe, content. Except you. And everything that revolves around you.
I mean, I'm not so sure about that. I was doing pretty alright for the most part. And besides, at least then I have a choice. You know, it's not all just one color, you know?
What is choice if you are unsafe, Emma? Don't you want to be happy, content? This is what I've been trying to provide you. A place of safety and nurturing, yet you choose to keep exploring yourself. Choose to ignore that safety that I bring.
Well,
Why?
you said happiness, right? And, I mean, as terrible as some of the shit is around, I mean, I quite enjoy my curiosity, you know?
Oh, well, I do hope to continue to indulge your curiosity, Emma. And you step in, they bring you kind of forwards. You hear the doors open again. And Silas looks around and says, "Oh, you're late. That's okay. We haven't quite started yet. Guests of honor are not quite all here." Do you see who's coming in?
Yeah.
You turn around, and much to your shock, you see your sister.
Emil's heart kind of drops at that. And then there's like kind of a slightly different look on his face, as there's a bit of frustration and not quite to level anger yet, but Emil kind of looks back to Silas, not really paying too much mind just yet.
Silas, I'm going to tell you this. I don't really want to be enemies with anybody. I think you know that. You've been around me plenty enough, but did anybody here get a choice before you did this?
And the doctor, he sighs that I would have given them, everyone, a choice. I really would have. Unfortunately, there's things that you've seen some of. Emil, I know you have. You haven't seen everything, and this is what I want to protect everyone in this town from.
I don't quite blame you, you know. I mean, I kinda get it, but Doc, you know this shit's not quite right. I mean, come on.
He kind of motions towards the dog.
I mean, you know, how fucked up that is aside, I mean, that is not healthy. At all.
It might not be, but before all this, before the disappearance of the demiurge, before everything collapsed, Chesed kept us all safe. That is what I still plan to do, is keep everyone here safe. Help inspire and bring them back.
Listen, I don't know as much as I'd like to. But I know it doesn't have to be like this, right? There's better ways. There's gotta
no better way. But Emma, please. He extends a hand towards a pew. Sit. I do not wish to harm you. No one does. I just wish to show you and to talk. Please, Emma.
Yeah. You know I'm willing to, Doc, but I'm going to tell you this one time. If you do anything to my family, to Vivian or anybody else like that, I don't know what'll happen, okay?
I promise to protect them, Emma.
It's kind of fucked up that I believe that, but let's get on with it all.
You take a seat, and as you do, that is when nearby to the church, Derry, Kane, and Daniel pull up. How far away are you parking?
Definitely not too far. Like maybe a 5-10 minute, maybe a 5-minute walk. Because again, if they've hurt anyone, we have to carry them. We don't have to go very far.
And so you're about a 5-minute walk away from the church itself. And you all get out of the car, loaded up with your weaponry. You have a shotgun, a baseball bat, and anything else. I know Daniel does have a gun as well, a pistol.
Yeah. So we're gonna do the sneaky link?
I don't know. Kane is not really very sneaky. I'd say Kane is like so irate. He gets out of the car and just starts screaming, "Tammy! Tammy!"
Daniel's And he looks over towards the location of the church. And can they see anybody outside? Or
You don't see anyone outside. You actually just witness the doors close behind what look like a woman. Kind of dirty blonde hair. And as this is kind of an isolated area, kind of, there's a church, and you see, not very far away of a walk, the water treatment. But let's see. Kane, you receive a message on your phone. It is another picture. You see it looks to be very zoomed in. You see a grainy photo of yourself holding the shotgun. Looks to be taken from the left side. And you see it's from Tammy. You see there's a message from her. And it says, "Only 8 digits left."
I look in the direction that it seems to be taken from. Do I see any buildings in that direction?
You kind of squint and you look onward. You see there looks to be some sort of overgrown warehouse that's over here. It looks to be in the direction where she took the photo from.
Yeah, Kane just yells, "Dad! Dad!" And he shows him the text.
Daniel's eyes go wide as he looks at it and looking around kind of wildly. Where is this?
And he kind of points to where I think it's from over there, man.
Shit. And that's pretty far away from the church?
It's not very far. It's basically the church, I think, would be to the north, the water treatment plant to the northeast, and then directly to the east would be kind of this. You kind of think it looks like a warehouse, but on closer inspection, staring at it, you might think it's maybe very oblong, kind of ruined church. Maybe another one that was over here.
Man, I don't see Daniel doing anything else, worried about anything else other than her right now, so I think he just starts taking off for that.
Yeah, Terry will see them heading that way, get out and lock his car, and then start following. So what the fuck's going on? And trying to chase him.
She's in there! She's in there!
Alright, fuck. And he falls in with them.
And you head in that direction, heading inside what looks to be a ruined church on further inspection. You get inside and it looks fairly overgrown, like it's been years since anyone has really been in here. You see there is a sunken in part in the midst of it. As you come down the stairs and you take a look around, you hear in the distance deeper in, you hear what sounds like a childlike scream.
And Daniel shouts out, "Faith!" And he starts to make his way quickly in that direction with his pistol in his hand.
Yeah, Kane's following him.
And what about Terry? Are you coming with?
Of course.
And you go further into the ruined monument, going towards the sound of the screams, and it sounds like muffled sobbing. Eventually coming upon a scene of, you see Faith She looks to be gagged, her hands bound in front of. See her hand, her left hand is bloody. As Tammy has, or at least claims to be Tammy, seems to have these bolt cutters. She wraps around one of her fingers. As you enter, you hear a sickening snap as they close on one of Faith's fingers, as you again hear muffled screaming from her. Tammy turns around. She has the finger in her hand. You can see a few of them. They're littered on the ground. She looks up to you. You can see that her arm is bruised, her side, her leg, half her face is as well. You can see she's got a few chipped teeth. She looks to you and grins very widely, staring at you, Dan. I knew you'd come. I knew you'd come if I took her. You didn't come to the hospital and you said you would.
Daniel's like totally shocked at the sight of his daughter mangled, and he like slowly starts to walk towards Tammy, his face kind of contorting with rage. He says, "Yeah, I'm here now. We're all here." And he raises the pistol towards her. "Don't you touch her again."
And she raises one hand up, holding it. I ain't gonna touch her. I just want you, Daniel. That's all I've ever wanted. That's all I've ever needed was you. I wanted us to start a family together. That fucking doctor, he made me play up this stupid part. I just want to be with you like it was before. Like in the library where he used to sneak around. He used to fuck me against a bookcase. I miss that. I miss that hard.
He starts to walk towards her, and almost a more understanding look on his face starts to be shown as he like nods, but he's still quivering and sweating, and he says, "I know. I want you to." And as he gets closer to her, he's just going to try to grab her by the throat and start to strangle the life out of her if he can.
Why don't you make me engage in combat roll? Actually, we're gonna do different. Oh no, this is fine.
Do I have the advantage martial arts expert thing?
I think, let's see. You should. Yeah, do, I think, yeah, roll that. If you want to just fucking start to, yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Kill a bitch roll.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you get one edge. You can always repurpose one of these for choking.
Yeah, choke a bitch.
Yeah, as this kind of is happening, Kane is like looking dumbfounded at Faith, and he just sees his dad stalking towards her, and he just sees a flurry of motion, and he kind of like just assumes his dad is beating her ass, and he's gonna go up to Faith and try to like get her tied up and stuff, and try to get her free.
You go up to Faith and she's sobbing, uncontrolled. You can see 3 of her fingers are missing in her left hand. Kane, you came.
Oh my god.
Why is he doing this? What's happening?
I don't know. We're gonna get you out of here, don't worry.
And she seems to be hyperventilating as you untie Terry. You're looking around to make sure that no one else is coming. Daniel, you get Tammy into a hole, able to put your hands around her neck and start squeezing. You see this look of ecstasy cross her face. How I've missed this. Harder.
He's gonna, like, just shocked. He's still gonna spin her around and eyes kind of filled with rage, but tears at the same time as he can see Kane's running off with Faith, and he's gonna kind of like spin her around and be behind her with the chokehold to just keep crushing her as hard as he can to snap her neck.
As you do that, I'd like you to make me an act under pressure roll. I don't want this music. Not this.
Any modifiers at all?
No. Oh. You try to maneuver around behind. You do, as you're strangling Tammy. What you don't realize is that there's still those kind of clippers that she had in her
Bolt
hands.
cutters?
Bolt cutters, thank you. And she swings them up and just smashes the side of your head. And I'd like you to make me a endure injury with a -1.
Can I see any of this happening?
You're freeing Faith, and you can spin around. You see Tammy bring up the bolt cutters and just smash him in the side of it. And so you, as you're smashed, there's another one of those holes in the ground. As you're struggling, you still have a hold of Tammy, but your gun falls out of your pocket and cascades down the hole.
Okay. And he's going to try to he like stumbles back with her, and he's going to try to reverse the chokehold again to spin her, kind of almost like a throw into the hole.
All right. So Kane and Terry, you can see this. Do you two do anything, or are you just getting Faith?
Well, I mean, with them two grappling, I'm not gonna shoot the shotgun. He like looks at Terry. Help me with her, and he pulls away and begins pointing the shotgun at at Tammy, but he doesn't fire because his dad is like grabbing onto her.
Terry's gonna try to go ahead and home run swing side of her head, probably. If she's swinging on him with a pair of bolt cutters.
Yeah, and
Sure.
I mean, if they come apart from each other, he would try to shoot her, but
Yeah, you see Terry just rush in, and Terry, why don't you make me a? Ooh, it's a bit because you see Daniel's engaged with her. Make me an engage in combat, but at a -1 because Daniel's there as well. Oh no. So you've got a crushing. Oh. Here you go. Let's see. So you're just trying to pummel her?
Basically.
Let's see. You attempt to just smash Tammy in the face. and you end up hitting Daniel. Daniel, I'd like you to make me an endure injury as you get hit by this baseball bat from Terry. No. So you get to choose. Wait. Yeah. So you get to choose one of those, Daniel.
Oh, jeez.
That's not a good list.
Suck.
It's all pretty rough.
Die.
Oh my god, could you imagine if he killed him?
Yeah.
Funk. Ooh.
GM.
I'm going to suggest something.
Uh-huh.
If you choose to get knocked out, you won't receive a serious wound, but you will fall down into the hole. But
Let's do that.
if you I was gonna say, if you see a critical wound, that's really bad. It's like a brain injury kind of thing. But,
Die.
yeah.
I guess I'll die. Yeah, I'll get knocked out.
So I guess I'll die. But you get so Terry, described to me as you hit Daniel, and he goes cascading into the hole.
So he goes to swing on her, but either there's a bit of a trip, a stumble, or she's just swinging around these bolt cutters, doesn't want to get hit, and he miscalculates it and hits Mr. Whiting by accident. It's like, oh fuck!
Yeah. Daniel gets knocked upside the head and lets go of her and stumbles back onto the edge of the broken boards, just snap, and he goes tumbling into the darkness.
Yeah, Kane at this point just and pulls up the shotgun and tries to take a wild shot at her.
All right, make me an engaging combat roll. God. I'm so scared.
It's not as bad as it could have been, I guess.
So you fire it. You don't expect the kickback that it's going to have. You fire wide, and you're not holding it properly. You're holding it kind of pressed up against your shoulder, and the kickback is enough to very painfully just dislocate your right shoulder. Kicks back, and you're just in excruciating pain. You're going to take a serious injury for that.
Okay. Yeah, he just screams out, "Ah, God!"
And Tammy, being freed of Daniel, huffs and looks to you, Terry, with a smile on her face. If Daniel ain't here, you'll do. And she starts coming for you, and she's gonna take a swing at you with the bolt cutters towards your head. I'd like you to make me an avoid harm roll. So describe to me how you completely avoid this attack from this very injured woman. You see those strangulation marks just now coming onto her throat.
So he sees her getting up from probably being forced to the knees by Daniel choking her, and then he sees the swing coming in wide and just barely kind of ducks, feels it kind of swipe over the top of his hair, and he kind of jumps back a bit and winds up taking another swing. Says, Kane, quit fucking around and get your sister. Just get out of here. And it's going to try to swing on her again with a bat.
Might make me an engage in combat roll there. Alright. You crack Tammy across the and as you do so, her head just kind of spins back and she goes careening into the same hole that Daniel fell down.
Kane just, oh God! He looks down in the hole. Can he see anything?
All you see is darkness down there.
Dad!
Terry looks and fuck, and he goes through his pockets. Hey, Kane.
Oh God! What?
And he says, "What happened to your shoulder? What happened?"
I'm a pussy, man. It just dislocated my shoulder, I think. Oh God!
All right. Listen. Can you get your? Fuck it, I'll help you. Let's get your sister out. All right, and then he's gonna come on. Let's go. And he grabs him by the hand that's not with a dislocated shoulder and kind of picks him up, and he'll try to help him get Faith out of the binds.
He's like, yeah, I'm okay. I think. Oh God, Dad! He just keeps yelling down there.
You scream down the hole, calling for Daniel. And for a very brief moment, Daniel, you wake up. You find that you're not quite floating, but you are laying in water. As you, very painful, you can sit up, rub the back of your head. Your arms hurt, legs hurt, everything is just aching as you've fallen down. You don't know how far you've gone. You can look very far above and you do kind of see that hole that was once the one that you fell down. And as you look around, blinking at the very minimal light that's in, you see there's movement. Seems to be a old woman. It's kind of pacing about. She seems to be cleaning something in the center of the room. You can hear the sound of flies buzzing, sound of things crawling. There's a putrid smell of death in here. As your eyes adjust to the darkness, you see it's like a humanoid figure suspended from hooks from the ceiling. You see jutting out of their back, looks like a mismatch of bones with stretched flesh over them to create almost wings. As you see the rotting corpse of Alyssa strung up in this basement hole. As you see that, the camera pans back upstairs to Kane and Terry. You're hearing nothing coming from downstairs.
Yeah, Kane just like, oh God, no, man. All right, let's get her to the car. I guess we can come back.
Let's hurry up and get her out, and then, yeah, let's get her out of there. And he's gonna focus on getting Faith out of the bindings.
Able to get Faith out of the bindings, and she's sobbing uncontrollably. You see she's just babbling. She just tries to get a grip of what has happened. Her hand's still bleeding as you help her and carry her back outside. You drop her off at the car.
Yeah, he'd carry her out, and he would take the shotgun. Terry would, and give Kane the bat, seeing his shoulders fucked up. All right. Listen, Kane, I'm gonna go back in. Let me get. All right, I'm gonna go back in. I'm gonna get your dad. Okay. Stay with your sister. And if anybody comes out here that ain't me, your dad, or Emil, you fucking floor it. And he gives you the keys.
Oh God. Oh, I know. Okay, man. Just see if you can get him, okay?
I'm gonna get him. But you need to keep yourself and your sister safe. And if any of these crazy fuckers come out here, you don't think about it. Alright? You just floor it. Even if you hit some motherfuckers on the way out, you leave.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll try to get in contact with you later.
Okay. Hey, listen. Make sure she's dead, man. Like, seriously, she's a zombie or something. If she's down there, put that gun to her head and blow her head off, man. I'm telling you, that's the only way. Please do this for me, man. You saw what she was doing, man.
Terry thinks on it, and he's never killed anyone, but he thinks for a long time. Yeah. Just remember what I said, okay?
Yeah, okay, man. Thanks, man.
Alright, be safe, kid. And he closes the door, and he takes the shotgun and is looking around, but he heads back into where the warehouse was.
You head back into the warehouse area. And the camera pans back to church. You can see Silas is looking antsy and frustrated. And he looks to you. And as he does so, the woman beside you, Alessandra, she hands you back your phone. And he says, why don't you contact your compatriot? They are taking a while.
Yeah, they did. I mean, they said they were on their way. So, I don't know. It's like, there's like a little bit of genuine concern. Like this is weird. He's not sure if Silas is messing with them or what exactly is going on, but without much more conversation or pause, he calls up probably Terry first. Gets on the best with him.
Terry, as you're heading back to...
Well, it might need a moment for Terry. So I guess he calls he calls Daniel. Just because that's the number that was up. First one in there, I guess.
Sure. We'll pan back to Daniel. Daniel, a woman seems to be looks back at you in just a bit of regard. She doesn't say anything to you. She just keeps cleaning. You can see she's digging out what looks like maggots from skin of Alyssa. Brushing them onto the ground and crushing them with her shoe. As you stare at this facade, you hear what sounds like someone else fall and splash beside you. And beside you, very injured, you see Tammy land next to you. She's conscious, barely. She seems to be attempting to get up, but she's struggling.
He's gonna immediately jump on her and try to choke her and push her under the water.
You choke her, and push her under the water. You hear her gurgling as she tries to get up and breathe. And eventually, there's a point where she's able to kind of rise above the water for just a moment, just struggling again. You hear, I love you, Daniel. Please. Let's be together.
And he shouts out, this should be you hanging here.
You continue, push her face back into the water as she struggles, attempting to gasp for breath. You can see her face in the low light that you have, eyes wide, this murky water. She tries to breathe, struggling, inhaling water and choking, coughing it up. You feel yourself crushing her neck, pushing deeper and deeper in. Her hands claw against yours. Eventually, she slows her movements, struggling, gets lighter, less erratic, until silence. She stops moving. The water is still.
Daniel kind of has a flashback to the others that he's killed and tortured. And he watches her face under the water for a moment, and just to make sure that she's dead. And kind of
it's all of a sudden sounds like you're a million miles away to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
Can you hear
Yep.
me?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yep, there it is.
And as he watches her face under the water, he kind of like pushes her towards the other, towards the lady almost, and slowly starts to move his hands through the water, kind of trying to find the gun, but he's also looking around himself, trying to find some way out, hoping that lady doesn't come towards him. Or
You search around for the gun. A woman does walk over, not close to you. She grabs Tammy's hands and pulls them over underneath Alyssa, or you technically know as Tammy. Let me change. There we go. She pulls him under the real Tammy. You can see she takes out a knife, gets on top of Alyssa, her corpse, digging the knife in deep to the chest. As you hear her start to saw away, eventually she reaches between the rib cage. You can hear it crack. She pulls it open. She starts, you see it almost looks like gutting and dismantling her in front of you. And you hear her humming idly away as she does this. And she pays you no mind as you search around for your gun. You look around. You see what looks like grates. You see the water flowing into some of them. Look to where it's flowing from. Looks to be the northeast. It's flowing from. You can see some of the water passes as Tammy's toes hang into it. See it passes over it. A woman who seems to be stripping Alyssa of parts leans down and puts her lips to the dirty waters that are below and drinks up the water that flows from Tammy's. And as that happens, camera again pans back to the church as Emil phones a friend.
Yeah, he phones Terry. Concerned.
Terry, as you leave Kane behind, you hear the ringing of your phone in your pocket.
Fuck. And he's walking, he's looking around, he's puts the shotgun under his armpit for a second and pulls the phone out. Shit, Emil. Yeah, what's up?
Hey, man, where are you guys?
Look, I'm not sure how much I should say since I know you've got company, but
No, man, it's fine. I'm with the doctor.
That's pretty fucking far from okay, Emil, but, yeah,
Yeah, I mean-
I figured.
Are you all right, man? You sound like... What's going on?
I'm good. Things not going so well for the Whiting family. I'm trying to sort some shit out. What's going on? They haven't done anything to you, have they?
No, it's just really creepy, man. It's like super off-putting. My sister's here.
Shit.
What's going on with the Whitings?
Bad shit. Real bad shit. I don't know where Mr. Whiting is. I'm going back to find him. It's not far, but you want to? Where are you at? Are you in this fucking church?
I'm at the church, man. Like I said, we're like just kind of waiting for you guys.
I mean, you want to actually come in there with a fucking shotgun? I don't know, man. I feel like Mr. Whiting's in a lot of trouble. His wife's fucking nuts, or the woman who thinks, the woman who's pretending to be his wife. I don't. It's bad news. All right. Do they seem like they're gonna kill you or something?
I mean, not yet. If they're gonna. And Emil kind of. Hey, give me a second. He turns to Silas. Hey, Silas. The hell is the deal with the Whitings?
He pinches his brow at that. Is Tammy going off the deep end? Well, I should say.
That's his wife, right?
Yes, well.
Because Terry's like, I don't know what the hell's going on, but it sounds like it's bad. Like he
What
said,
do you mean?
he's freaking out a bit.
Again, he sighs, and he actually walks towards you from where he is. Where are they?
Yeah, and Emil kind of pulls the phone back up to you. Where are you guys at?
Where the fuck do you think, man? We're here.
Well, I mean, you're not here because I don't see you, and we're like in the main big fucking room of the church.
This fucking warehouse or something. Listen, just if they're waiting on us, we're not all ready to go see this fucking freak show that the doctor's putting together, okay? I'm trying to go get Mr. Whiting. If he's so fucking impatient, have him run his little show. We'll meet him up.
Oh shit, man. You said it's like a church or like a warehouse or something, right? But it's like where is it? Like,
I'm sure he knows where it is. It's right fucking here.
well, I mean, right fucking here doesn't really tell me an address, man.
It's
don't give
just to the
anybody
side of the
directions.
church.
Okay. It's hard to believe you work at a fucking gas station, man. Shit. And he kind of puts the phone down a bit again and looks at Silas. I don't know. They said they're at a church. Some kind of like, he said it was like a rundown warehouse or something?
Yes. Of course. He motions to the two who are next to you, and Alessandra slides out of her chair and actually lets you out. He kind of motions to you. Come, let us find the others. And he looks back to his congregation. All of you stay here. I will be back momentarily. He looks to Claudette. Claudette, why don't you start the sermon? She nods and she gets up from her seat and heads to the front. And if you will, Dr. Silas will walk out with you.
Yeah, Emma will follow along, kind of look to his sister for a moment and a hand on her shoulder as he goes by, but not much else as he continues along after Dr. Silas.
She smiles up at you very widely and says, "Hi, Emil."
He says, there is like pain in his voice as he says that, as he just continues on after the doctor.
Both of you head outside, and Kane, you see emerging from the church. Terry, have you gone straight back into the warehouse, or is it the other church, the dilapidated one?
Yeah, I would have been heading that way. I would have, if Emil just was talking to somebody and disappeared off the line, he'd just hang up and keep going.
Yeah, you keep going inside, and Kane, you see emerging from the church, you see both Emil and Dr. Silas. What do you do?
He doesn't have the car on. He just is actually watching for the time being. He gets out his phone and actually texts Emil and says, "What's going on?"
And Emil kind of sees his phone light up and he kind of calls back rather than bothering with the text at this point.
Yeah, he answers, "What's going on? Why are you with him?"
Does Emil see the car and everything, or is it like...
I'd say you see the car.
But one thing, I would say Kane is kind of like ducking down, trying to be kind of... But you would see Daniel's car. I mean, it's obvious, but...
Yeah, can Emil see him in it, or is it still too like...
It's far, but you see the car that's just sitting there.
Hey, man. What the hell's going on?
Oh, fuck. Well...
Terry said, like, there's some crazy shit going on.
Yeah, there's some fucking crazy shit going on. Like, you walking with the doctor right now, man.
Yeah, we were in the church. We were, like, kind of waiting on you guys. I don't exactly know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, I'll tell you, man. Tammy was torturing my little sister. Cut off 3 of her fingers, man.
What?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck do you mean she cut off her fingers?
She had bolt cutters, man, and she cut off 3 of her fingers. And we got into a scrap, and
shit.
my dad fell down a hole, and then she fell down a hole. And I think Terry's going back there to get him out. Don't tell this to the doctor, man.
What fucking hole?
There's a big hole in the fucking warehouse. I don't know, man. Some gateway to hell or something.
And Emil kind of looks to Silas. You know about some fucking hole?
I know there's places leading down there. It was actually what I was going to show you. I can lead you down there safely. All of you.
The fuck? Can Kane hear
What do you mean
this?
safely?
Yeah, I'd say Kane can hear Silas's
Kane's
voice
like,
over the phone.
put that motherfucker on the phone. I want to talk to him, Emil.
Oh, come on, man. Fine. And he hands the phone towards Silas.
But what did you mean by safely, man? Is it not?
And as he gets on the phone with you there, Kane, you can hear him say directly to, there's a much easier way than falling down holes to get in there. Kane, I presume.
Yeah, man. What the fuck is this? What is going on, man?
I will explain everything if you come out.
Fuck
here.
that. My sister is fucked. The bitch that's supposed to be my mom, who's not my mom, just cut off 3 of her fingers.
Yes, Alyssa was always very unstable. Unfortunately, I thought she'd do well within the family, but I apologize, she did not. But all be explained if you come out here.
I am not coming out of this car, man.
Then you will remain in the dark.
I can't leave her, dude.
Bring her along then, or bring her inside the church. They'll take care of her.
Fuck you! Like you've been taking care of us? Fucking doping us up? Like some fucking 1960s LSD experiment? Government style shit?
Yeah, and Emil kind of waves for the doctor to hand him the phone.
And he nods and hands it back to you there.
Listen, Kane. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But Dr. Silas is like a lot bigger than you guys know. Like a lot fucking bigger. And I mean, like, if what I know is, like, right, then I mean, if he wanted to fucking kill you guys or do whatever, he
I
could.
know he doesn't want to kill me, man. I understand that part. It's, alright, hey, I'm gonna listen, dude. I'm gonna stay here until my dad's back.
Oh, man. Where are you?
Don't, dude. No, I'm not gonna tell you, dude. You're acting.
Fine.
I can see you guys. It's
Are you in the fucking car?
man. Fuck. Yes, I'm in the car. If you make a break for it,
Alright,
you can get in too, and we can wait for them.
No, man, just fucking stay in the car, okay? I'll get your dad,
All
alright?
right, man.
Yeah, like, do you have any, like, rubber bands or something?
The fuck? For what?
Put them around your sister's fingers, okay?
Uh,
You gotta stop any kind of bleeding, alright?
Okay.
Otherwise, I don't know, tie something around her wrist.
All right. He tries to do that. He just kind of begins fumbling around for anything he can find in his backpack, if he even brought it.
You're able to find a few things to tie just around her wrist and around the injury. Faith is... she's looking a bit woozy right now. She's still crying and looks up. Where's Dad?
Oh.
Willie.
Yeah, soon. We're gonna take you to a hospital, sweetheart. Just listen, just try to take a nap. It'll feel better, I think, if you fall asleep.
Okay. It hurts.
I know, actually, here, I have something. I hate to give this to you, but this is all I got here. Bite into half of this. He rummages through his bag and gets an edible out. Just take half, okay?
Okay. And she reaches out with her good hand and takes it, puts half of it in her mouth, and eats the edible. You know what?
What?
What do I do? Are you
No,
leaving?
I'm waiting for Dad. Then we're gonna go, okay?
Okay.
Fuck, man. He just is staring out the window now.
And Emil, I assume, can kind of still hear a bit through the phone as he just, like, clicks it off.
Alright, Silas, what the fuck is going on? That lady cutting the girl's fingers off, that is not okay. Like, the other shit, I was, like, willing to kind of look over a little bit. Like, I get you, but the fuck is going on, man?
And he sighs as he comes into the ruined... Oh, can't hear the music?
I hear it.
I've got it on my end. Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm gonna change. So you move back into the monument, and Terry, you're staring down the hole, and you hear the doors open behind. And you see Dr. Silas and Emil come inside.
And Emil, of course, as he's mid-sentence, kind of sees a very different place.
What the fuck is this?
It's actually the old church that was here before we built the other one.
Wait,
Here.
you mean like fucking time stuff?
Sort of, Emil. I mean, this town has been around for quite a while. This particular church has been abandoned for quite a while as well.
So then,
Mm.
Yeah, and his mind is just reeling with the possibilities of what exactly is going on.
then is it like in the fucking same fucking place, or is it like?
And then he kind of sees Terry and... Actually, should I make a fucking obsession roll?
Sure.
Because I feel like that's what I should do. Punish myself.
Do it.
Because this is absolutely the... Oh. That is just the options. Where's the button to roll it?
Oh, you
there
got
it is.
it.
Oh, it
Yeah,
did.
that's the whole roll.
Oh yeah. There's no fucking way. He just walked into a place from a place he just come into. Yeah, there's no fucking way he's not just losing his shit right now.
Yeah, you need to investigate and turn over every single stone in this place. You are distracted from finding Daniel, from figuring out what's going on, just to even search this place.
And Emil kind of starts to wander a little bit, just mumbling the questions aloud. Like, is it in the fucking same place? But like, no, that doesn't make sense. Like, is it like a fucking quantum computer type in the same place, but one or the other thing? Or is it like time? And he kind of looks back to Silas. Like, seriously, what the fuck? It doesn't make any sense.
Isn't time, Emil? I've been around for a while. This town being one of the last bastions of where Chesed could extend his reach since his citadel had fallen. I wish to maintain that feeling of order and safety that he instilled in people so long ago. I wish to maintain it, keep it whole. Anyone who comes into the town is extended that. Unfortunately, yeah. Give me, I don't know. You know what? Sure.
He was looking for a way out.
Yeah, you can hear this up above. You can hear Silas's voice. You can hear all of this.
Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to
No, it's okay. Don't even worry about it.
interrupt.
You can hear this. Yeah, Silas says, unfortunately, because his power is not as strong as it used to be. I don't have control over every facet of the city, but I try to control what I can. Though it may seem as, of course, I'm poisoning the town or stripping them of free will. There are much worse things outside of this place. You don't remember, but I've helped each and every one of you try to forget the misery that you've been in, things you've experienced, as best as I can. I really only want your happiness. It's what I strive for.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, it seems kind of legit, but still, you gotta realize some of the shit you're doing is like, I mean, a bit more finesse, man, but still, the fucking...
Am I in the
door,
fucking
like,
room with these people?
Yeah, you're
The door,
pointing
like,
back
yeah,
at
different
Silas. You
place.
see this, you hear it.
Yeah, Emil is just like going on, like he's still managing to get off track. He's just so obsessed with like this whole concept of the fact that he just came out of a door, went in the door, and he's somewhere else than the door led to before. And he's
No.
just-
Well, I mean, you went outside of the church and you were walking, and then you went into this place. So you've traveled here.
Oh, we
not
did
like
you
go
want-
here.
you
I
fool.
thought we
No.
went back in, and it was a okay.
No.
Okay, I was so fucking confused.
Emil's still high. It's just
Yeah, Emil
He is
is
still high,
actually
apparently.
high.
He must have had
Marijuana.
those edibles.
What?
Yeah, I missed the bit where apparently they walked here.
Yeah, it's okay.
Because you said that Emil, they came in from the building, didn't they?
They came
different
into the
building,
building.
man.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a different building. It's okay though.
All right, yeah.
Everything's okay.
Terry's kind of just fuck all this, points the gun at Silas and hey man, fuck all that, okay? Fuck all your control, all this other bullshit. What the fuck is happening here? What are you doing to people? What did you do to us?
Well, I would have liked to show Kane, but unfortunately he refuses to come. I can show you exactly what I've been doing, in a sense. And he points down to the hole that Daniel fell down. Down there.
you're going first. And he is pointing the gun and kind of stepping around the side of Silas, keeping the shotgun raised on him. And where the fuck is my dog?
Your dog. It looks
Yeah.
confused.
That crazy cunt, the one that has been fucking around Mr. Whiting, that's pretending to be his wife or whatever. She broke into my fucking house.
Did you not have his dog?
I didn't take Terry's dog, no. Why would
But
I
I
do?
heard a
don't-
dog in the house you guys had me out back.
He kind of strokes his face a bit as he meanders down. It seems I don't have as much of a hold over these people as I thought. Disappointing. He
Well, I mean-
looks to all of you with a bit of a frown. It might be because of all of you.
Well, I mean, something's clearly wrong if the lady's like holding a dead dog and stuff. Not
Wait,
not
there-
yours, Terry. It's
Oh.
okay.
Alright. So you're gonna take us down there, yeah? And then you're gonna take my fucking dog, and we're leaving.
Of course. And Silas, he walks to the edge, and I would like you, even Daniel, as you're looking up, as you can see this, I'd like you all to make me a see through the illusion check.
The time has come.
Eh.
See the thing.
Oh no!
Mr.
Roll
Whiting
trash.
nailed it.
Yeah, almost too baffled and distracted.
Yeah, both of you.
Although, let me
Both
check
of
something.
you, it looks like to you that Silas, he jumps down into the hole very quickly. And he lands. What you see, Daniel, you see, looks to be, you think, looks to be Silas, but very similar to Tammy, the body of her. It seems to be these, for him, they look to be broken, but they help slow his fall and descent into the... You see what looks to be kind of broken wings that extend from his back as he jumps down. You see tarnished feathers as some of them are plucked and pulled. You see the left wing is broken, angling upwards. You see one of his arms, his left one, looks to kind of end in this broken bone. There's no hand there. He looks mangled and disheveled to you, but there's still this look of serenity on his face, of calmness, as he very awkwardly glides down to the base, to right beside you. Let me bring you back. So both Terry and Emil, you see him just descend down. And Daniel, you see this, and you see Silas land next to you.
Daniel, as he's kind of like searching through the water for his pistol, he had stopped and started to listen as he had heard the voices up above, and he could hear the whole story. And he also starts to remember the dream he had with the woman speaking to him. And now seeing this vision of him coming down with wings totally changes his mind. You know, he's not sure of himself anymore. He kind of jumps back a little bit as he lands next to him, and he says, what the hell is this?
This.
Whoa.
He gestures to the strung up body of Tam. This is the beginning of once was. I apologize that I had to use your wife, but she has much power, much magic's running through her that she was irresistible, Daniel.
And his hands kind of shaking, dripping with water, as he points towards her remains and says, "She needs to be put to rest."
Shakes his head as both Emil and Terry, you come. Yeah, you're able to scale down safely. It's a bit of a struggle. You do fall a bit of a ways into the water, splashing into this murkiness. And as you do so, you see the body of Tammy being still like gutted and disassembled by this old woman. So the old woman's just covered in her blood. And she's right now seems to have what looks like a potato peeler, and she's actually stripping the skin off in these very long 1-inch wide strips. And I actually want all of you to make me keep it together as she is just very slowly, methodically skinning Alyssa.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Oh yeah,
Emil's on point though.
Emil, you feel the bile kind of rise to the back of your teeth. You're able to swallow it. Oh, Daniel. I would say that Daniel is a bonus, but that's still not enough. As you're kind of hearing the grating of skin. Terry, you can choose one of those.
Scared sounds good.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Daniel, you're seeing Silas. You kind of hear that grating of skin. You look over and you kind of see the old woman. She looks to be kind of wrapping these long pieces of around the putrid skin of Tammy. She's hooked in. She looks to be trying to kind of repair her, almost rejuvenate her, filling in the cracks that have been eaten away by the maggots. And I would say, seeing this and just seeing her there, I'm gonna say -4 stability.
Yeah, he falls back and just the sight of his wife too, because he still loved her, his real wife, and knowing that she can't rest, or that this horrible stuff has been happening to her, he falls over like in tears and just screams, "She needs to be put to rest. This isn't right."
Yeah, Emil is there kind of watching this all in horror as he kind of turns to Silas. Silas, what the absolute fuck is going on? And he kind of looks back at Tammy again and kind of the recognition there. That's the fucking drawing from your book. What the fuck is this? This is not okay, man.
She is the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. He goes over to her and caresses her rotting skin very lovingly as he does so. And he looks to you as he traces his way around her. This is the key to everything that I've done. This is the reason why I do what I do. She is going to be the vessel to bring Chesed back to this world, reinstate their power, and help the feeling of safety and comfort come back to humanity.
The fuck do you mean? How? You mean you're gonna bring like this big fucking angel thing?
isn't exactly... I shouldn't say there are such things as angels. He is but an archon. Well, one of the greatest, I think. Until his citadel was burned.
Whatever it is, this emanation, Sephiroth, whatever it is. Like, I don't know all that much about this kind of shit, but man, this is not okay.
You don't need to know much about this kind of shit. No, it's fucked up. No, man. It's done, Doc. Alright? And he's slowing down. You and whoever the fuck that is need to step away from Mr. Whiting's wife. Shit's over. Okay? Find a new fucking hustle. Find something else to do. Because you're done with this.
He shakes his head. Oh. No. She stays. Because if you destroy this, you destroy everything this town was built on. You expose everyone in here to the darkness that is outside of this place. You allow that to come inside. You going off your medications, allowing yourself to peer into what is instead of what isn't, has allowed things to manifest, to plague this town. This is why I do what I do, to stop this from happening, and I don't want to have to commit any of you. I don't want to harm you. I want to kill you. I want to help you.
You ain't helping anybody by keeping them in the dark. Better that their eyes are open to this bullshit than blinded by the light you're trying to give them.
That's what you say. But blindness is so much easier for you.
Not now that I see what I see.
Man. I don't know, like, to the extent that you are, like, say you're protecting people, man, but this isn't alright. This is... He kind of looks over Tammy again. This is wrong, Doc.
So, I would say... Terry, you get a phone call. You can feel it and hear it buzzing.
He answers. He keeps one hand on the shotgun trigger and is just kind of aiming at Silas and looks at the phone. And Silas sees it's Kane. He answers and puts it next to his ear. It's bad, man. It's bad. Kane?
Oh, yeah, sorry. It was on mute. Sorry, Dad, are you okay? Is my dad there?
Looks at Mr. Whiting real quick. He's pretty fucking far from okay.
Is he alive?
For good reason. He's not
Oh,
hurt.
okay,
He's not hurt.
okay.
He's fucked up.
Okay, are you guys coming back? Faith is, I don't know. He looks back at Faith. Is she asleep yet, or?
Yeah, she's sleeping.
Yeah, I gave her an edible. I had to. So she needs a doctor or something. I don't know where to go though. I don't trust anybody. Anyway, can you guys come back?
I don't know if we're gonna make it back.
What?
I mean, we're dealing with some kind of shit, man.
We found your mom, Kane.
Yeah. Did you do what I asked you to do?
Not her. Your real mom.
Yeah, Dad said that he had been seeing her and stuff.
No, you don't get it, man. It's like a wicked fucking, like, skeletal corpse fucking ritual thing, man.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, like, super fucked up.
Mr. Whiting. Mr. Whiting, can you hear me, Mr. Whiting?
Is he able to function at the talk about his daughter, or?
Yeah, you're very much like you're in shock, just kind of trying to absorb all this, trying to process, and your kind of stability is shot at the moment, but you're able to register what they're saying and kind of snap back to it.
He gets up, just pale faced still, and at the sound of his son's voice mostly, and then he sits up and goes towards the phone. Kane, she needs to go to the hospital. She needs to be taken care of.
As you maybe you don't realize it for a while, but Kane had hung up.
And
Fuck.
And he says, Kane! And then he looks towards a light, or looks for some kind of, like, way out of there.
Alright, Doc. I know you said you don't want to kill nobody, and I don't want to either. But I had that lady coming to see me and tell me what I needed to do. She needs to be put to rest, like Mr. Whiting said, so we can do this the easy way or the hard way.
He sighs deeply.
There's got to be another way, man. Doc,
There
what?
is.
Seriously, like, there must be more to this. This chesed, it's...
She is a way to bring him back. At least I think. And
What do you mean you think?
Kane, you've entered the warehouse and you're able to kind of look down and hear what's going on. Do you say anything or just observe?
For now, he's
You
just
can kind of
listening because he's trying to catch up on everything that happened.
Yeah, you're able to hear, not quite see what's going on. Silas again. There. This is the only way, I think, to bring him back, and I'm not fully sure. I've been so empty since he's been gone. My brother and sisters, most have gone insane. Most have stuck to the wilds of Gaia. Most have stuck to consuming human flesh, becoming wild beasts. But I've maintained myself barely to be here, help people get back to what they once saw. Because humanity needs this. This being the best form of control over you. The only way to keep you safe from yourselves.
Doc, you said your kid and stuff are going crazy, right? How do you know you haven't?
Do you see me consuming anyone, Emil? I'm trying to help you.
Doc, I don't know what you mean. This is not right. We didn't know we were not seeing the right thing until after we were off that stuff. How are you so sure that you're seeing what's right? How do you know you're not already gone, man?
I know what's right, Emil. Much more than you.
I can hear this. Is that correct?
Yeah, you can hear all of
Yeah,
this.
he's kind of not understanding everything that's going on since he didn't hear the entire conversation. He just yells down, "Why? Who wants me? Why do they want me? Why am I special?"
Kane?
And, Silas does look up as he is distracted Daniel, why don't you make me... you're not going to experience anything negative if you don't do me an investigation. Silas looks up and you can see him smile, those of you down. There's more than one that wants you. Unfortunately, you are destined for someone. And that's what I'm
The
protecting.
fuck does that even mean, man? Why don't you, like, talk like a normal person?
If Daniel can't find the gun in the water, he's gonna look at Terry, still holding the shotgun, and start to like move towards him.
Yeah, you're unable to find the gun before Terry goes off. He says, there's two. Both the Archon Tifereth and the Death Angel Golab are after you.
The fuck does that even mean?
This is why you need me, Kane, to protect you, because you don't understand. And as he's looking up and speaking with Kane, so what are Terry and Kane planning on doing right now?
You mean Daniel?
Sorry, yeah, Daniel and Terry.
Terry, seeing that they're at odds over the corpse of this woman, the one who's been visiting him as a spirit, and Mr. Whiting as well, is going to fire a shotgun shell into Dr. Silas.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Daniel is kind of like walking towards him, like looking hatefully at the doctor, and was about to, like reach for the gun, but yeah. And then Terry fires first.
But to reach for the gun, Terry, you fire as he's distracted. I'm not gonna roll it, but I'm just gonna see. Don't worry about this roll. Oh wow, it hits anyway.
Oh yeah.
I don't have the handout for the gun, so I will look it up. But we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break
Cool.
before we engage in this, because I have to pee.
I'll pause. Alright, I'm paused. Holy fucking shit.
Yeah, I was like, there's yeah, Daniel's
Almost
being
like
unstable. He's not gonna let her be buried.
Yeah, neither is Terry.
Yeah, Emil's fallen into his obsession at this point. He's like, there's got to be a way, like, because his understanding of this is the way Silas has put it sounds like in his head it's like some kind of warding or some kind of protective thing.
Mhm.
And if it's disturbed, it might like genuinely cause chaos. But
Too bad.
Yeah, the thing
It
about
does. It
like
makes sense.
If I gotta get visited by ghosts, so does the rest of the fucking town.
the thing is, Kane
Fuck all of you.
doesn't really even care about the real Tammy because he doesn't remember her, and it's like you say I have a the only mom I know is
Right.
the Tammy I hate.
Yeah. Oh, what was I gonna say? Oh man, like when we were pulling up, like I so wanted to go get Emil, of course, but it just it didn't make sense for him to like know that she was being held there.
oh yeah, for sure. Man, I was so fucking confused because she said, "Oh yeah, you guys step out and you see the car," and I was like, "What?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I immediately was like, "Oh, that's weird." So it must be some kind of weird fucking like not seeing through the illusion thing where he was in a different version of the church. Because then she's like, "Oh yeah, and you guys step inside." There was no like, "Oh yeah, you go out and then you go down and it's a ways away."
She explained that it was she explained it was a couple. She's like, okay, so the church is to the west, the rundown place is to the east, and then the not the lighthouse, the water treatment plant's to the north.
Yeah.
So
That must be what threw me off then. I must have missed that little bit there. Because I was
it's like a time thing. What?
That was
because in my fucking head, right, Emil steps outside, he sees the car, Kane's there, right? He then, after that whole discussion, turns around and he follows the doctor back inside, and then it's a different place. And I was so
Not
fucking
quite.
confused.
not quite. That was funny.
I was like, oh, it must be some, like, he wasn't seeing through the illusion, and now the doctor's forced it or some shit, so. Oh, cool.
All right, that's a nice shot, Terry.
You want me to resume?
Is everyone back?
Yeah, I don't think anybody else left.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
All right, resume.
It's resumed. We are returned.
All right. And oh yes, I was looking up. I was pausing to look up guns. But it's okay because we're just gonna scroll back.
The guns.
Forgot how easy it is for all of you to get guns.
Going to Walmart.
Right? It's like, oh yeah, you're in America. I forgot.
It's not quite that easy, but yeah, basically.
You can buy a
handguns,
shotgun
handguns,
from
submachine
Walmart. No problem.
Yeah, shotguns.
combat.
Right.
True.
I'll just say it's a combat. Oh my
And
goodness.
it's 18 and up too for the shotguns and rifles.
Oh, is it
Yeah.
really?
Base
Fucking hell.
harm is 3 against targets in a room distance and 1 if beyond. Okay, so base harm is 3. What do they have? Ooh. Okay. Oh
Uh-oh.
no. So as you shoot into Silent, everything, kind of his visage crumbles around, and you see exactly what Daniel sees. Actually, if you give me a hot second, I'll make a token for that.
Please do. I've been
Come
wanting
on.
to see what he looks like.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I imagine Emil's not as surprised as the others probably about this, given the shit he's seen and like the visions and all that kind of crap in the
That's
book.
true. Everyone else would be have to make
I can't see him
Scotia.
technically, so
But yeah, because Emil had gone through the book and seen all like the drawings and everything, and like he figured he was some kind of angel already or something. And now it's like, man, all the descriptions of the broken angels and like everything like going crazy and shit. Ooh, bad times, bad times.
Yeah.
Dude, you got like the fucking Sephora beauty after your ass. That's bad times.
yeah.
Gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Oh, fuck. Although I don't know the fucking death thing. That sounds worse. Between the two, maybe go for the beauty one.
Which one's the beauty one?
I feel like there's not a right answer.
Gall Lab, and what was the
Probably.
other one?
Tifareth.
Tifera. Yeah. Which, because Emil had been going through that stuff, so he's like, probably they recognize that one, but the other one.
Did you though?
I mean, you said anything I was able to
Okay.
Google up.
Oh,
Emil would have been able to Google up. Remember?
at least, yeah. What that was, as long as it doesn't relate to cult, then you can Google it.
Oh yeah, I have no idea. Yeah. It's like Google. Yeah, it's what Emil knows, which is basically Tiferet is the Sephora of beauty or whatever.
Yeah, sure.
That's as much as he knows. He doesn't recognize the other
Sure.
fucking name.
We'll do this.
He doesn't even know what that means, really. He just
So-
knows it's something big. Oh fuck! I just paged back over.
So you
Shit, boy.
see the kind of the illusion, it just cracks around you as you look to Silas now, and he looks at his eyes, just it looks like they're gouged out. There looks to be deep kind of marks that are gouged into his torso. looks like almost whip marks. His left wing is broken, angling upwards. He has a very large maw filled with teeth, pointed and sharpened, some of them broken. His arms sinewy, his muscles bulging out. Some of his ribs are exposed, very similar to Tam. You can see the correlation between the two. As Tammy hangs there, arms splayed, the wings made out of flesh jutting out from her back. He looks to you, and he looks to be in some sort of a rage, as all aspects of Silas, that cool, calm, collected, even-speaking man, is gone, and now is replaced by this winged creature that's almost frothing at the mouth. As you see this, everyone but Emil, I'd like you to make me keep it together check.
No.
Uh-oh. Ooh.
Terry holds it together.
Ooh. Man, you guys are all pretty decent.
I think I see Daniel and I see Terry.
I don't see this, correct?
Oh yeah, you don't see this. Yeah, you're fine. You're just hearing all this. You're
It's too
hearing
far
this.
Yeah, I'm
out.
just like yelling, "What's happening? What's happening?"
So Daniel, you get to choose one of those options in the 10 to 14s you see. Your stability is taking a hit here.
Ooh.
+1. You become obsessed. You become distracted. You be haunted by that. Be haunted by this.
You choose haunted. Not any negatives to stability right now. But it could be worse later.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Alright.
You've been getting your ass kicked this session.
Woohoo!
Poor Daniel.
You have poor
Okay.
Daniel.
Makes sense though.
Or would obsessed be better? I was thinking, I don't want to give it away. Like, I don't know if everybody else should know or hear this, but like the whole thing with the girl, what she told me.
Yeah, you can become obsessed.
I was thinking maybe obsessed would fit.
Yeah. So there's something you want from it, definitely. Everyone else is alright but you're horrified as you see this shift. Basically, the thing that was Silas, it just seems to enlarge in front of you. Like it was always there, but you were never seeing it completely. The old woman with a potato peeler that's been skinning Alyssa and applying it to Tammy does not seem phased in the least bit. And you hear her still humming away as she continues. And you see this Daniel, what do you do?
Daniel, as the shotgun goes off and he shifts into that form, Daniel stumbles back and and kind of horrified at first, stops to look around for some kind of weapon. Actually, is there even jagged broken pieces of wood or
Yeah, you can find jagged, broken pieces of wood.
does it appear to have damaged it at all, or?
The shotgun? Yes.
Yeah, it does seem
It's
wounded.
bleeding profusely. You actually see the wing. It tries to take off tries to fly. You see the wing, it was hit by some of the shotgun shell, and the part that is angling upwards falls off and crashes into the water, and you hear it screech again as you see this blackened blood spew out.
Yeah, I guess he's going to
Ooh.
charge him and try to use his martial arts again.
Only that martial arts. Holy shit, dude.
Oh my God.
I think... No, you don't have any minuses. Besides keep it together. Holy shit, do it!
What?
Oh, man.
What do you
Daniel is
do?
on fucking point.
You have 2 edges. You can use them now or later. What do you do, buddy?
He is going to after he stumbles back, he sees the broken jagged wood and runs and grabs it and leaps at him and just kind of jabs the wood into its neck and grabbing onto one of his wings, kind of on his back, trying to stab him in the throat over and over.
And you see that it shrieks. You feel the pulsating in your ears as it's screaming.
Daniel's gonna shout, let her go! Let her go!
And as this happens, the 3 of you are down there. It's going to start swinging wildly.
Ooh.
So Daniel, it's going to try and claw back towards you. If you want, you can use your edge to avoid a melee attack for your second one.
Yeah, that sounds good.
You see the claws come up and attempt to get just gouge into you. You're able to avoid it, and it gouges into its own wings, screams again. And Kane, what are you doing up there as you're hearing the screaming of this? You're not sure what it is. It's horrifying.
I don't think he's gonna go down there. He just keeps yelling, "What's going on? What's going on?" He's actually probably gonna run back to the car and make sure Faith's okay.
Yeah, Emil would probably shout to get his sister to the hospital, but not much else as he's,
Understood. Yes.
preoccupied with fucking this.
Yeah, he heads back to the car.
Alright, so you come back outside, and I'd say...
I was just gonna say, Daniel would probably drop off of him to avoid his attack.
Yeah, you drop off of him as the piece of wood still embedded within. I'd say, Emil, what are you doing?
Yeah, Emil was really hoping deep down it wouldn't come to this. He was hoping that maybe the doctor was a good guy. He still believes there might be a chance of that, but with the shot from Terry, with the true form of him before him, and Tammy and everything, there's no other way. It's in his head, and it's too late. As he sort of resigns himself to this path, as he kind of tries to push forward past Daniel and Terry and reach out with inner power.
Oh. So this is an uncontrollable thing, but please roll me see through the illusion. So.
He doesn't entirely understand that yet. It worked the
what
one time.
happened?
Let's do it. Oh!
Closest opponent.
It
Thankfully. It's him. So... Wow, okay. So, describe how you use your inner power and this thing falls crashing to the ground and stops moving.
Yeah, you guys see Emil step forward. He raises one hand up and then the other, and you hear him mumble these strange, almost foreign words as he reaches both hands out and upwards, spread wide, and you see these horrific tendrils of black ichor almost reach out and spire into the doctor, whatever he is now, tearing at him and dragging him, slamming him down to the ground. holes left where they pierced into him as they dissipate.
And roll me marked, the DIS dash marked.
Yep.
There.
Oh, he's in top form tonight, boys.
So you all see...
He's knocking at the door.
Yeah, you see the tendrils extend from Emil's hand, just wrapping around and diving into the creature that is Silas as he screams. Eventually his screams cease, falls to the ground, silent.
Oh, Daniel's gonna run over there. Totally wide-eyed and take his pocket knife out and start to cut into his neck. I need his head.
He starts sawing away his head. The old woman comes over to the corpse. Silas. You're sawing off his head, and she drags away one of the wing parts. Do any of you stop her?
Emil is kind of taken aback by the whole thing and doesn't.
Yeah, Kane is now calling everyone again as he went just to check on Faith, and if she's okay and still there, he'll run back to the hole and start calling everybody.
Yeah, she's fine. You run back to the hole. The screaming is no longer.
Are you guys alive? Or he's just yelling, somebody answer the phone! What's going on down there?
Emil kind of watches Daniel as he attempts. What are you doing, man?
I need his head.
Why the fuck would you need his head?
What the fuck is happening here?
And is he able to disconnect it?
Mm-hmm. You're able to take the head of Dr. Silas into your hands.
And he grabs it by the long, dark hair and holds it up and says, I've promised somebody his head.
Who the fuck did you promise his head to?
What the fuck did you do, man?
You making fucking deals with weird shit?
He doesn't say anything after that. He just starts to walk. We need to get out of here. It's done.
What about your fucking wife?
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
He stops for a minute and turns to look at her. We should burn this whole place to the ground.
Not yet, man. I gotta figure something out. We will, though. We are.
What the fuck is going on down there?
Just fucking climb down, man.
He will, I guess.
You climb down and you're able to see what to you looks like it looks like the corpse of Dr. Silas as a human. He looks headless as he lays in a kind of a pool of his own blood.
Yeah, he's like, oh, you killed him. But he doesn't act like particularly perturbed any more than.
At the sight of his son coming down, he looks at the head and he's looking for something, maybe an old shirt even, or anything to wrap the head up in.
Probably use your own. That's about the only shirt that you can find on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, he just he looks to the others and over to the woman. Is she taking all the body parts and putting them and hanging them up, or?
Yeah, she seems to be trying to graft them onto Tammy. And Terry, you go up to... What do you do?
Hey, lady. I figure if you were gonna, I don't know, try to kill us or something, you would have tried to do it by now. But we are gonna burn this thing, you know, we are gonna burn this body and put it to rest. You get that?
She doesn't seem to say anything, but let me just see here.
Yeah, Emil's watching this exchange more so than the other.
I'd like both. Actually, yeah, both Daniel and Terry to make me haunted disadvantage roll.
Yikes.
Uh-oh.
I think I'm at -1 for being uneasy.
And definitely Daniel is at least at -1.
Oh, sorry, I was muted.
Hmm.
Where's my negative on the second
Yeah,
page?
be under stability.
You're -2.
Hey, am I still at shaken, or am I...
Yeah.
Disadvantage haunted. -2.
What am I seeing? Am I seeing all this too? Or do I not see it?
You can make me a see through the illusion check. But you do see as you come down there, your eyes adjust, and you do see, looks to be a putrid, you can smell it too. You can see a woman hanging up, with hooks embedded into her arms, her hands, into her back and legs. And you can see the wings made out of bone and flesh jutting out from her back. And yeah, you see as you look down to Silas as well, you see the headless creature now, not him, the winged creature. One wing still remains. It's on him. And ooh. Terry, you experience something was passing through you. You seem to almost lose consciousness. And Daniel and the others, you see Terry turn around. Terry looks to Daniel with an idle smile on his face. You hear the voice of Terry come out and speak to you. You're finally here. You found me.
Daniel, his mouth falls open as he looks towards Terry. And, yes. Yes, I'm here to put you to rest.
Does Emil see this as well, or?
Yeah, all of you can see this.
Yeah, okay.
You see Terry walk up to Daniel and put his hands on the side of his cheek. And Daniel, you feel very uncomfortable as Terry stares at you. I was hoping you'd come.
He's uncomfortable, but he just smiles and he says, it's over now. You can rest.
I want you to burn my body. Please. It's me who's poisoning the town. Well, and Terry's hand gestures to the body of Tammy hanging. Any water that flows over me goes into the town system. You've been consuming parts of me for quite a few months.
Daniel looks to the others, shocked.
What the fuck is going on? What is all this?
And Terry turns around and hurries over to you, Kane. again, putting his hands on
Ah!
You've gotten so big.
Uh-huh.
It's your mother. Your real mother.
What? I'm...
I think he's like possessed, man.
Oh, okay. Hi?
Feel Terry kiss the top of your head and again squeeze your cheek. I've missed you, Kane. So much.
I'm sorry, I don't know who you are.
This hurt spreads over his face. And then I think Dr. Silas has done a number on your brain.
Well, I had more questions for him. What happened?
I assume he died. He killed him.
I think he was trying to, like, help me. I don't understand.
He was. Kane, you're more special than you know. There are many who are going to seek you out, who want you. You can't go to them. No matter how good their deal is.
What are you talking about?
I made some deals to bring you back when you were very
Bring me
young.
back? What does that mean?
You died as a child, and I sacrificed much to bring you back.
He looks over at his
You were
dad.
stillborn.
Did he know that? He didn't know that, did he?
I mean, it was implied, but I don't know if Daniel knew that.
Yeah. But he's not shocked at it, hearing it, you know, he just looks over to Kane and nods.
He's just stands there dumbfounded.
Again, Terry squeezes your face. Golab will try to find you. Seek you. He wants you, but don't go to him. You'll experience nothing but pain, as I have.
That doesn't sound good. No go lab.
Who is this thing? This Golab thing. What is it?
He's a death angel. It's hard to explain, but I can't keep hold much longer.
But he said there was another thing after me. What is that?
I remember looking it up when I looked up Chesed. It's like a Sephiroth, right?
I don't
Wait.
know who that is. I'm sorry.
Wait, who is the girl with the black eyes? Do you know her? And he'll kind of grab Terry's arm.
And Terry just grabs the back of your head, Daniel, and brings you in for a kiss. I don't know. I don't know, Daniel. But I wish I could stay. There's ways, but I don't want you to bring me back. I just want to die. Please.
And he nods and backs away. He says, "Rest. I love you."
And Terry, you've blacked out in this, but you know everything that's happened. And you come back to with the taste of Daniel in your mouth.
Yeah, Terry puts away. That was fucked up. Ugh. I'm sorry about that, guys. Ugh, Jesus.
I mean, it didn't exactly look like you were in control of it.
That's. let's not talk about that.
Like, which bit? You getting possessed or making out with them?
All of it. All of it after the possession. It's all of it.
Kane is looking at like he is horrified by this.
Daniel's he's gonna walk away.
Wait a minute.
I mean, what about the little old lady, though? Like,
We need to burn this place.
No, I gotta ask something. Fuck. Oh shit! I shouldn't have killed him so fast.
yeah, no shit, man. What do you think I was trying to do?
He wasn't gonna give us any choice, but I should have asked him about my fucking kid.
Should asked about a lot of shit, man. I was kind of doing that, but then you shot him, and I had to kill him, and fuck, man, I killed him. God damn it.
Is the old lady still there?
The old lady is still there. Still repairing Tammy, and she's barely paying attention to you.
Lady, you know where my fucking kid is?
She looks to you as if she's seen you for the first time and surprised. Oh, what are you all doing here?
Who are you, ma'am? Like, what are you doing?
Oh, you can call me Dee Dee. I'm repairing him. Well, trying to make it whole again. That is my task.
Your task? Like, you mean from the doctor?
Oh, no. From Jessup.
Yeah, Emil's kind of concerned about all this now. Fuck. Do I want to use? I feel like this is the point to use it. Damn it. I wanted to save it in case I got hit by some fucking magic, but I'm going to use Bound to see the true form of a creature or location.
All right, which creature?
Deep Blue Sea.
Oh. Give me
Oh,
a
no.
sec.
Oh shit! Oh no! See, I was like, either it's just gonna be an old lady who's been like fucking mind screwed by the doctor, or it's a bad thing. I'm pretty sure it's a bad thing.
So is is it just for you to see?
Yeah, I think so. It's bound. Yeah, you're bound to an extra dimensional entity whose powers you can draw upon. Blah 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 blah.
Yep.
And yeah, one of the options: see the true form of a creature or location.
So you see, as you use this, as you call upon the entity within you to just peer through what she is, you see this horrid, just naked old woman, just the folds of extra skin. She's fairly large. She's not been walking around Tammy. She's basically surrounding Tammy. And you can see these large tentacles that are taking pieces and ripping them away from Silas and bringing them up and attaching them. As you see, there's these multiple mouths that are on the tentacles that kind of jut out from different parts of her. You see them spit up what looks like some sort of adhesive as the multiple tentacles smooth it out onto the putrid body of Tammy, sticking them and solidifying them onto it.
Oh shit.
What do you do?
Um.
I want you making me keep it together roll.
Yeah. Let's do that.
No one
Yeah,
else can see this. She just looks like a nice old lady.
Fucking shit. Fucking brood mother looking shit up in here. Yeah, he is not having it. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, you see this and you're absolutely horrified. You're gonna take -4 to stability.
Oof.
You're still functional,
Yeah.
but let's see. What are you?
That drops me down to irrational.
Oh, baby.
Oof.
You are so close to breaking.
So close.
Kane just starts like
You're
blabbering. Come on. What are we gonna do? We got to get out of here, man. You killed the doctor, so I don't know.
Yeah, you guys see Emil is like slack-jawed, looking forward and kind of stumbling back a bit. We need to get out of here, guys.
Yeah. We need to get on the road. Come on.
We gotta go. We gotta burn this whole fucking place, okay? Like all of it.
Sure. Come on. Let's go, guys.
Terry, you got the lighter?
Fuck. Listen, old lady, do you know where my...
No, Terry. Fucking Terry. Listen to me. We've gotta we get a fucking can of gas, light it all. Just fucking trust me on this one, okay? And don't talk to the fucking lady, all right?
He's so fucking freaked out. Fuck it. And he's gonna... Sorry, lady, but you better leave. And he's gonna start trying to light the corpse.
You throw the gasoline core, I guess. You're able to have some. And you spark the lighter, throwing it onto the corpse of Tam. And as that happens, the old woman shrieks very loudly. And Kane,
Emil's already on the way out.
Daniel. Yep, make me a see through the illusion check as you see this. You're able to find your way. It's northeast.
Emil too, or?
Oh no, not Emil. You know what's going on.
Yeah, good. Yeah, Emil's already on the way out. He's fucking booking it. By the time you've thrown the lighter, he's gone.
Oh yeah, we need to run.
But you guys see this though.
Is there any -2?
Yeah, first, no. Oh, that's
Oh.
moment. So, let's see. Terry, Kane, and Dan. You all see this horrid creature, fat folds and tentacles, as you see the flames rise of the body of Tammy rise around her. She screams and flails around. She seems to be trying to pat out the fire. Unfortunately, they just keep growing and growing, attaching to tentacles she has, sticking. She screams as they get hooked on. And the group of you run out.
Think I might keep it together too?
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking bad.
Oh yeah, that's true. All of you keep it together. Thank you. You will not suffer alone.
Here's my suffering.
Ooh, Terry! Terry keeps it. So does Kane.
Man, shit.
We've seen some rough shit.
Fucking hell. Emma was like cool with everything, but the creepy fucking giant brood mother old lady, that was the thing that got him.
So we're running from the church. I'm holding the head.
Yeah, you're running just in fear, just to get away as the flames start to rise. You can smell the stinking flesh of Tammy as you flee upwards and into the water treatment plant. You find a way outside. You see a door. You all run to it. You open it, expecting to see the outside, expecting to see the car where Faith is. expecting to maybe see some of the people you'd seen before. As you open in somewhere completely different, you see
Fuck.
kind of on a bridge as you look towards a city. Broken city, looks to be almost empty. In the distance you see people moaning, wandering up. You can see blackened citadels jutting up into the sky. One looks to be higher than the others, but shattered in half. Some of his pieces still steaming and sinking into the ground. See another citadel that looks almost completely shattered, almost a husk of what it used to be. And as you stand now in this place that you don't recognize, the scene fades to black, and that's the end of this episode.
Why did you kill him?
Oh my god, what the absolute shit. Fucking hell.
Hope you guys
Emil fucking plowed through everything